played it in the past. Only a couple agents that he hasn't touched quite just yet. It's in that Reyna. Wow, Reyna actually in the.
Light up.
Envy's going to be able to find two off the rip. 11 and the right both going to be taken out, but Sugetsu. Desk was talking about it. Kuka in particular wanting to see Sugetsu hit his stride again. And he is. A second kill found as Forsaken will fall, and suddenly it's a player advantage into the hands of Carmine Corp.
ปกติsomething จะเป็นโซวานะครับดาวไวจะเป็นไวนะแบบเนี้ย
deep in enemy lines, just going to be a timing here.
Tucking back, but Sugetsu watching for this. Can he find the kill? No, he cannot. It's going to be Envy staying alive. Down to 22 health. Something as well previously tagged. There at 75.
ปกติ something ก็เล่นเป้าดอนนะครับ
Practice used, but it's not really going to be seeing much of anything here, so we'll have to continue just scaling forward. Saturate to the corner. Nothing to be found. Both players of KC playing here in main. Ready for the swing, the paranoia to fly, does not connect, but it's going to be Dawes9 with the Sheriff to take down Envy. Now everything on something, and the time is just going to be gone. Finds the headshot. They know he doesn't have it held up to half. He'll get some decent ult charge, but cannot get the round win. KC take the opening pistol on Sunset.
This is incredible work. I mean, a good read early from Paper Rex that there was going to want to be some kind of mid-exploration from the side of KC. Got the stacked numbers there, but Sugetsu, one of the players who devastated Paper Rex on that FPX team at Masters Copenhagen, and everybody's going to remember that breeze where he absolutely went crazy. He starts things off with a bang once again for Carmine Corp. Old rivals facing off. Carmine Corp grab a couple rifles here, a lot of rifles in fact. Narrate, the only one who doesn't have, he's got a Marshall.
ทำแผนมานี่ทำแผนมาดูก็รู้
A hell of a lot of gunfire. No bodies on the floor quite yet. Well, triple push from Paper Rex, wanting to try to take this space. Wall's going to get raised. Tuck back through that one here. Sugetsu will look to try to take them down, but avoids getting overwhelmed. Doesn't end up suffering any damage. Nor any taken on Paper Rex's side. They just go their separate ways.
I mean, Paper Rex is being very aggressive on the map, but again, something he's read, and he is. He's dealt with by Sugetsu. Forsaken, under pressure, down and dusted.
Yeah, unable to get that nearsighted out onto 11 fast enough. Will end up falling to the wayside now. These three remaining players to try to put a dent in. Need at least 2 kills to really start getting any significant damage to the economy of KC. Push in, look at the try. It's just take down this Neon, but he's able to hold his own. The paranoia as well, going for the assist, and Dawes9 able to find Device, so it's a flawless anti-eco for KC to start things off 2-0.
Yeah, this is huge for KC. They invested a ton into that round. I mean, there was a Bulldog, there was a Phantom, there was a Guardian, and there was another rifle in the mix. Can't remember exactly which one. It might have been another Guardian or a Bulldog, but regardless, you carry that all over, and Paper Rex did grab a few pistol buy-ups into that, so now the Marshall won't be a one-tap, but still scary, man.
Ton of weaponry there.
Paper Rex didn't find any value. Usually, if they're grabbing those Sheriffs, they're going to find at least a kill or two. Will do any damage. Etsu wary of some kind of push out. Paper Rex, a little bit of contact, re-clears it, sees if maybe catch him trying to lurk around, but that's not going to be the case. KC now just laying out their plans for this B execute, which is relatively wide open. Forsaken tries to delay a bit with a wall and does take one down.
11
ตัวเป้งนะตัวเป้งนะ
Ducks back, sees it to be avoided. Smoke's now going to be set up. Seems like it's just going to be a matter of time, and there you go. Before he tries to go for a timing spray. Will be avoided. So if a drone may be able to spot out a little bit here, is Jing going to be the one under some pressure. Blast pack attempted, but cannot pull the trigger on that one fast enough. Sugetsu, however, will get out traded. Something is able to find that kill on Devi. Takes down Dawes9 as well. Just there at the bottom of mid. With the right ball, leaves just Aves with an opportunity to find some more damage. Something is at 10 HP. Quick jump peek into the refract. Forsaken here, but able to steady the spray. Finds that elimination. Overall, it's a very clean anti-bonus from Paper Rex.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed. They're giving up a really clean anti-eco to KC. can see some of the early ideas for Paper Rex. Stack up, be aggressive early. They're always pushing the map somewhere so far. There's always somebody either going up mid or going through A quickly. I like the backup plans they have in that previous round. 3 push out A, have the harbor at B, over watching mid, and then can use that wall to stall things out a bit. Helps when Forsaken gets that big first kill, but Narrate going to be upgrading to the operator onto that chamber for that first kill, and he gets a tag.
Gets a tag, but does get taken down. Rather just Sugetsu. It's just a rendezvous out to safety for Narrate. The regen armor, so back up to 25 on that front. Otherwise, HP is quite low, and Levin nearly with an opportunity to be able to split the difference there. Get the collat, but he cannot.
Oh, Narrate does a good job there, making sure that Jing can't scale forward off of A, so Paper Rex only going to be able to push forward through B, but the trip is there from Narrate. Keep something in check, but that does create an extra angle here, even if they're able to get through Market. Seems like they might, depends on what DPI wants to do.
Heard that Prowler. Now the tap of the door. He shifts his sights back over, but will go re-peeking towards his top mid position. The operator can
timing.
For a brief moment, the shot ends up going wide, but
Sorry.
is able to take him down. These two players still very low. It's a very real opportunity for KC to still make a go of this in a 2v3.
โลก็ประมาทอะไรนะแรงสูงๆเล่นกันอ่ะ
จริงๆ holding close.
แล้วยิ่งในแข่งนี่แรงยิ่งแล้วใหญ่เลยโล
As far as
นะ
the kit is concerned, looks like he wants to maybe just try to swing out of this one on a timing.
โอ้ฉลาดจัดอุ้ย
Face it patiently, tries to go for it, gets a spot out. DOS9 now going to be taken down. Completely isolated backside, no way in hell.
โอ้โหตัดเลือดไปด้วยครับ
Out of here. Maybe can get some more damage in, get towards an ultimate. Michelle Envy will fall. Something, however, is out for blood. Once that conversion path's online a little bit faster, and he'll get the extra charge
ออฟ
towards
ด้วย
it.
โอ้
So
โห
now
ออฟฟรีด้วย
tied up 2 to 2.
Yeah, it's really good map
ต้อง
awareness
ชม
from Paper
อินดี้ครับ
Rex in this round. It could have
ป่า
gone
สวย
very differently if they don't read that, with that push up through mid top, which direction it ends up going, because after they kill DPI, it's pretty wide open back there, but they send the 2 towards A. They read that nicely. I think because, they feel like, okay, we've got something on the other side. Let's stick with our 2 setup. Rely on him. He's still got full health. Envy and Forsaken already a little bit beat up. Guess correctly, and that's going to be the operator into something's paws. Here's some noise.
Push out. All right, immediately going to be dispatched. Paranoia now going to be sent double dash up to the side, and Forsaken scaling forward. He's able to intercept Sugetsu. So now the Viper gone. This is what
ไอ้นี่ไหลกลางมา
slammed the door in the faces of KC. DOS9, however,
โอ้โหไลน์อัพเรียบร้อยหลับไปหนึ่ง
headshot, cheeky little scale forward, but something just leaps around the back, quickly gets the scope through. And as the spike stranded over towards the defender's side, Levin not too far away from being able to recover that. Forsaken eyes on the angle, but not on his rear. Aves swings out, would have a very easy kill, but it's missing the Prowler. That's the alert here that Paper Rex needed.
That's kind of unfortunate for Aves. Be kicking himself in the VOD review on that one.
No way to know. They're in the moment. Spike is going to be recovered. Aves pushing his way forward onto the site. Headshot to the back of the skull onto something, but now DPI as well, striking. Arriving on the scene. The Haunt going to be sent out. Aves quick on the draw, is able to find the one. Lobbing on that snake button. That's all to draw the attention away. While Jing swoops in from the flank. 2 players surviving. The op going to be carried over. Paper Rex now find themselves in the lead.
So much of these rounds coming down to just who's going to kind of outguess who on where they've maneuvered to on the map. It's getting very chaotic. Everybody's just trying to kind of find that extra space, find that extra angle. I mean, first it's DOS9, he gets shut down. Then it's Aves, who eventually finds one. A re-wrap from elbow, and it's a little bit all over the place right now, it feels like. A ton of ults as Paper Rex. Same for KC.
Showstopper going to be sent off the rip, looking for that stun. The lob in, but now the rendezvous will take him out to safety, even though it's a short hob. The Hunter's Fury, however, looking to hound him down, has him low. It's going to be Forsaken having the kill. That's 2 invested off the rip. Rex get themselves into a decent enough position.
ตำแหน่งโคตรสวย
committing the ult in to try to have that operator online. Everybody else still going
แต่
to
ไม่
be
มี
having
สกิลกลับมี
armor
อยู่
as well as Vandals. So a 4v5 still possible for KC, but something
สวยกลับสวยมากสวย
little exit, double
โอ้
dashes out
โห
towards
ไหล
safety.
มา แบบบ้านเกิด
Well,
จึ๊บ
Jing
ปิ๊ก
pushing forward, and he's not going to press
ส
the
วย
issue.
มาก
Rare signs of restraint, but then we'll just get
มึง
taken
เห็น
down
อะไร
through
อ่ะ
the wall. DOS 9
เคซี
able
มึ
to
งเห็น
find
อะไร
him
วะ
there.
ทามิ่ง
Is not quite going to be able to
Sủi,
get the
chặt
catch on the
sủi.
buy through that market door as it does get
เดิน
slammed
ดี
shut.
มากเลยว่ะ
Yeah, that's why they're going to slide something up
Tao
the
tụi
top
ấp.
mid to watch that. Case got a pretty good read now. How this round is going to look. A lot of their base is covered.
โอ้
Forsaken.
เดินเยอะไป
A little bit of a delayed
อิน
reaction
วี่ครับ
there.
ตัวเอาให้ด้วย
Unable to find that
What
kill,
do you
but
know?
Envy very much slotted forward just outside of main. Is able to find a kill. Now they hear the sprint coming their way. The Neon, the slide
โอ้
in.
มันยิงยากเข้าใจ
Makes
มัน
the aim of
มัน
something.
มันยิงยากอ่ะ
Weapon's going to be grabbed as well. Levin wants to try to utilize this as well. I've got an overdrive behind it, so I might as well go
สาม
for
สา
it.
ม
They go pushing into his angle, which given they are sprinting, he's going to be able to have the read here. Slow things down. Levin should absolutely be
เรีย
favored.
บร้อยเดินมา
Holding on this corner.
Boom.
No way to try to break that aim. It will be Divide taken
Sủiครับ
down.
แรงนี้มัน
Envy
โห
now
แล้วแบบใน
trying to
แข่งมัน
clutch it, but as he swoops in, Levin with
มัน
the
มัน
recovered
มัน
off
ยากอ่ะใน
will
แข่งอะ
have his number, a 3K, to tie things up.
Well, this is just a great late round call from KC. They realize that the B site is a little bit overstacked and that Neon gives something fit. It's a good early set piece from Paper X using
ใช่ป่ะ
that
นักแข่งแม่งกดไป
showstopper
หมื่
to
นกว่า
reveal
ตา
the
เลยนะ
position of the
หมื่นกว่าชั่วโมง
chamber.
อ่ะมัน
They
ยิง
know
พลา
where
ด
that
ยากนะ
rendezvous is going to be set up, so then they follow up immediately with that Hunter's Fury. But KC better just when it mattered most at the end of the round. What looked like a good start for Paper X and maybe themselves pretty far ahead.
Oh,
Oh
my God. Timing,
This
timing,
would be lucky. Be able to skirt back away from that one. Had he committed in with a drone, almost certainly would have died, but he also did have something there for the covering fire, so manages to find the punish. Get the early start here for Paper X in the round, and Divide will expound upon that as Levin gets taken down outside of market.
ดาไวไง
AC still quickly trying to
The
scale
way they-
forward into the B site.
เฮ้ย
They can still situated, just jiggling back, watching that main angle.
Yeah, KC knows that if they just play really patiently, might catch somebody from Paper X making a mistake. Forsaken, though, does get the reconfirm. They're still in market.
อุ้ยสวยระหว่างเป้าตรงนี้
To be shot. The swing to come through, and
เรียบร้อย
something to have the shot off is going to be taken
มัน
down.
พลาดยากจริงน้ำพุ่งจริงนะแบบในแข่งอ่ะ
It's the one that was previously spotted, so something knows there's a
เขาเล่น
second
เป็นพัน
player,
ชั่วโมง
but
กัน
still
อ่ะ
just can't quite get on the angle, but Divide absolutely does.
เป็นหมื่นนะครับจ
Spike
ริง
now down on the floor. The rate would be able to buy another operator into the next round, but
ๆ ขึ้นจนเรเดียนที่เขาว่ายากง่ายจนง่ายอะ
this
นัก
one,
แข่งอ่ะ
so he can pass another weapon over to his teammates.
Yep. This should just be round over. But some good little adjustments here from Paper Rex. An extra layer to help out Envy over there on A. That first kill, that could have been a real problem. But again, we're starting to get a feel for the tempo and the pace of Paper Rex. I like that they match the pause. You know, they don't try to get over aggressive. They're not trying to push a bunch of space. You know, when KC has kind of claimed just a little bit of real estate of their own, they just hold the line and a little bit of jump peeking. You know, something takes a little bit of a better angle, I think, from top mid there to make sure that if it is, well, it could be a Neon or whatever, but he's going to be able to get that kill a little bit easier from that position.
ได้คิดว่าเปลี่ยนโพซิชันเลย
Back in to a lead by one. Obviously, the key weaponry that you really want to be having going to be carried over. That operator still in the hands here of Narrate, but as mentioned, has to go for a drop. Pass a weapon over to one of his teammates. Levin does have that overdrive to back up the Stinger as well, so could be seeing a bit of a pacier hit here for KC. For now, won't reveal onto one, but look at the triple scale forward coming in. Look at the Dritz try to set up with that convergent path. Jing now bounding forward. Levin completely slowed up inside of the snake bite, and Paper Rex have an absolutely gorgeous spot on read.
That is incredible.
อุ้ย
Using that
Wait.
toxic screen so nicely, and the timing, the coordination
สวย
was brilliant. It's
Oh,
not
ไม่
nothing
ส
he can do
วย
at the
โอ้
end of
รู้
this
อยู่
one.
แล้ว
Something had him held out of Boba. My goodness.
And after a round like that, I think that if you're KC, you probably wanted to call a timeout here. Paper Rex is starting to have a very strong understanding of how you want to pilot your attacker's side. May just be time to Just go ahead, pump the brakes a little bit, and try to get some
Ooh.
extra thoughts here for the players to try to make use of.
It's really nice for Paper X to get Jing going here. He really struggled
time
in
out
their
เลย
first match against NRG. You know, something that we haven't. Incredible.
You know, the same compared to something, even if it is something, map is just a little bit bigger compared to something like Ascent where he does play it. Meanwhile, though, that trade out will just quickly make an exit. Jing as well, trying to once again scale aggressively down into
สวย
mid.
เบรก
Does
บี
have
ส
to
วย
back away, but all of this has established a very deep pit, completely containing B main.
Paper X is expecting this to be an attempt to clear Devi's pit, so they've reinforced it with an extra player.
They might have to give that a reconsideration.
Uy.
A leg shot, though. Out on Avaz, not able to find that elimination. Puts him down to 5 HP, and that's going to have all of KC now starting to get clustered up on the A side of the map.
แต่เลือดเหลือ5ในแข่งนี้ก็อันตรายไหมคนดูบอก
Could be an awareness in the back of Envy's mind that that's possible.
มันแบบ
Thing gonna
อันตราย
hold
อ่ะ
the elbow.
watch
เลือดเหลือ5เนี่ย
Yeah.
Great, reading the angles correctly, and will be able to find that headshot, clearing him out. Forsaken now, trying to assess which direction the flood's going to be coming through, but he sends out that reckoning, trying to slow up this approach. Dalsan going to be contained, just tucked away here in the back. Forsaken, however, fiercely just goes pushing forward, because of course he does. He's able to find the enemy Omen after all.
Welcome to my world.
With something finishing the job that he had started, able to find that elimination, but Levin gets rid of Forsaken at the same time. Their own pit now placed, fanning out towards the back of site as well as absorbing some of Alley.
There.
KC get this into a 3v3 and now decently favored to close out the round.
Man, you don't have a ton. You have a couple
Oh
mollies.
my god.
โอ้
Do they realize? Pain shell gonna be sent, but no swing
Oh,
wide
swear
enough
you
to
know.
actually get the spot out there.
Swear
Bound
you
around the
know.
corner, out towards safety. Divine out, arriving. The rendezvous placed, the leg,
โอ้สวย
spotted
แล้ว
the
อีหนู
raid. Just showing a bit
Wait.
too much. But Levin re-arrives over on the street side, cleans up Jing, gets it back into a 2v2, and the time is starting to bleed away.
อุ้ย
Wise
สวยได้หนู
gets it. They have to stay on this defuse, the slide in, the turnaround, and
โอ้โห
Levin
Try that again.
gets the
ต้อง
clutch,
ชมครับ
gets the 4K,
คัดให้
and gets a 4th round win for KC.
Love this little bit of delayed aggression from KC here. Narrate able to get a big win
No, no,
against
Mikey.
Envy at top mid.
เดี๋ยวผมเอานม
That
มากิน
starts
เนี่ย
making
เดี๋ยว
it
นมมากิน
really
แป๊บ
difficult for Paper Rex to have info on what's going on around the map. So then, you know, Forsaken and something left to their own devices to try to lock this out. The pit almost doesn't work for KC, but Levin has another brilliant round. Just like we saw earlier, 10 kills for the Neon.
Looking for the stun on the array, but it's going to be something taken down. Dialed in on the angle. It's a big early punish. Is Envy as well. Now will fall. Forsaken having to backpedal away. Eats a little bit of damage to jump forward, though, right through the poison orb. And Narrate will be able to find him with a headhunter. And the wheels are starting to come off. Paper Rex, they were cruising. They were looking steady. These last 2 rounds. Now, they look shaken. Operator not to be recovered. Jing just to play back, maybe try to find some kind of exits, but KC can just fan out over towards that defender's side and keep all 5 players alive.
This time I wonder if maybe that push from something was ahead of the dart, or the dart landed just a little late. Feels like a little bit of a timing thing there. Gave KC an opportunity to get that win and get out before the rest of Paper Rex could do anything about it. Regardless, good awareness from Narrate to be leading the charge with that operator like that. Not an easy task.
I'll find you.
He's able to shut down something who's been having a really solid map so far. Devi?
I think it's time for a timeout in the Paper X camp.
He's done it again.
Yeah, that's... just misjudging where they had planted the spike, where it was going to be safe, but obviously there was no one near him. Yeah. Okay, no timeout.
Why not?
We'll just leave it, but this is going to be pushing them lower and lower as far as the cash is concerned. Bank can be broken after this round if they're not able to find the win.
And I like KC's adjustment here in the macro, saying we've had a couple rounds that A has been successful for us. let's try something a little bit different. PRX initially just trying to make sure that 3 in a row won't be what they get just from that A side initially. Oh, something gets identified crossing there by Narrate on the divide. He sees a lot.
That it does. Relay bolt going to be sent out. Space now getting taken. Paranoid does not connect on to Devi, but he's going to go swinging out, takes the fight, and does manage to win it for 1. Something now up and over into market, but Jing is also going to be struck down, so player advantage and something spammed to 5 HP.
Oh.
Narrate dialed in, something dispatched, looks for a little bit more, does Narrate, and he finds it. His envy will also fall, and now it's just Forsaken. A world away, and the shot's not connecting. They're trying to hold on to this weapon, but at KC, it's one more round to be played. They have so much money. They can absolutely try to hound him down. Taken, planting himself here in mid, finds the first, looks for the second, won't be able to get it done. Aves will find the elimination, putting him 1 away from a Nightfall as KC now get up to 6.
And again, it's using some of that conditioning from the last couple rounds. This is a great read by Aves to say we've gone A twice, it's been successful. They're probably gonna overstack that side. Let's go the other way. Devi, only good for 1, the trade's nice, and then Narrate really sharp again with the operator. So just able to get into those post plants comfortably, hold those angles. PRX never getting much done. Sugetsu's lurk as well, really impactful
ไม่
there.
แย่ครับไม่แย่ถ้า75ไม่แย่หรือ66ก็ไม่แย่นะ
Able to just go ahead and force back Narrate far enough to get the showstopper
เพราะว่า
online.
เอาดูเอลมา2ตัวถือว่ากันก็ถือว่าอยู่แล้วนะ
Taken, trying to use that one way to get himself positioned. That showstopper going to be in the back of KC's minds. That's why they have retreated for now, and look at this stack.
Massive push out into mid yet again from PRX. This is kind of where they've been finding the most success. Will that continue or not? Sugetsu
มันยังลากไปเรื่อย
damn well to be able to come away with 1. Critically for PRX though, it is Envy that is dead. Not the showstopper, but okay. Narrate a little bit whippy at the start. He's able to slow it down, finds that kill. The showstopper comes away with absolutely nothing. Jing planting his feet, however, still going to be able to find DOS9. Devi got Aves moments before. A 2v2 the spike, still there in main. Narrate swooping forward, grabbing it, rendezvousing back. Peek in, see if they go on this push. He will just make his exit. Jing now, ooh, puts away the gun. Right as the peek comes
ขนาดเราค่อย
in,
ยังเป็นไกลอ่ะ
they'll decide to just back away. Jing quickly swooping forward, trying to find that elimination, but the damage is just not going to be coming through. Now right now with the swap of the guns, has the tour de force behind this Vandal. Jing tagged to 30. EC well suited to make this a 7-5 half.
Just narrowly, Narrate's able to get there, get that spike up. This is going to be all the more difficult because Jing wanted to try to catch him in their rear.
กูทามมิ่ง
Timing again.
Away from the alley. Jing not going to have the spot. He does have a paint shell, but Levin, okay. Hearing a bit now, we'll just take that fight forward. We'll be able to have that elimination now. Devi, a 1v2, the time working against him. Narrate not quite on the right angle. So kill is going to be found, but Levin, can he just play this correctly, play with his food? Will just push forward before the half can come in.
ว่าโดนสวนเลย
The kill of the Rex more.
Yeah, and never found because
Got one in there out that.
ไม่แย่75ไม่แย่75ไม่แย่
Is this what you're trying to accomplish with some of your macro and those kind of things? But usually it's going to be the more prepared team, the team that has the better protocols that comes through. PRX gonna scoop up. Okay, 2 sheriffs, Ghost for something. Taken just gonna stick with the classic and armor. Jing with the frenzy. Anybody else on KC? Bandit for Sugetsu again. Sheriff for Levin.
they're starting to get clustered in mid again. End up being a very big fight here. Couple shots to go out. PRX starting to lean in towards this A side of the map, but so too is KC. 4 players nearby enough. As Levin going to go repositioning, wrapping around over into alley.
Oh, what a
Through
shot.
that wall though, and yep, Devi. Whenever he's got a sheriff, you always have to be concerned with something. Now going to get caught. Levin bringing this back to parity. Swing at the corner. Aves to stay tucked in, finds the first, looks for a little bit more. Jing will be able to shut him down with that frenzy, but Levin still able to find Forsaken as well, so it's a 2v2 with Jing at 15 health. Avoids the first shot, 4 more in that Headhunter, though, 4 in a 8. Absolutely still be deadly. They want to try to re-clear this and maybe even pivot. 30 seconds, though. Have to start sprinting pretty damn soon.
ไม่ทันดูไม่ทัน
Maybe just a forward check and then a tuck back over to A.
I mean, I think they'd like to try to isolate Narrate, take him down.
ไม่ทัน
Doesn't give him a chance. Suspecting that they have moved all the way over towards B, but now he's going to know the time's just running too low.
Do they read the Sugetsu? Could be an
ส
alley.
วยวางปิดเลยสวย
Maybe
วาง
going
ปิด
for
เลย
the plant that is safe from this position. No sightlines given over by Devi either. As Devi looking for the shots and he cannot line them up. Jing dead off screen. It's another pistol for KC, who are now up by 3.
Yeah, again, it's just so slow here off the rip from Paper Rex that KC has tons of time to get their pieces into place.
โอ้โหยี่เคซีโดน
You know, Paper
MLBB
Rex's individual skill is able to fight back enough to get them into that 2v2. Jing was so weak already. Time was working against them, and that allowed Sugetsu to reposition. Not sure what happened there. Something just stuck out there. Maybe some util from KC.
บ่อยหาตีวะ
C's or something got
ทีมไหนวะที่ชนะทีมนี้มา
players from Paper
จำไม่
Rex
ได้วะ
caught up. Now, only
EDG
a couple bandits and a sheriff this
ใช่
time.
EDG หรือเปล่าวะ
Oh my God, Levin.
ไม่รู้
He's a few players, goes for some sprays, but it's only going to be Jing who takes any damage. So for Paper Rex there, not too shabby. Oh, something.
ไม่ใช่ทีม
Uses that
ML
refract
นี่แหละ
just to get a little bit info
MIDR
about
อะไร
what's
สัก
going
อย่าง
on in
อะ
the B
ทีมของแอด
site.
ปาร์ตอะใช่ป่าวะ
I think
ไม่ใช่เนี่ยแพทแมน
challenge maybe a different part of the map. Prowler here doesn't confirm.
They want to go for a bit of a market split, but DOS9 able to offer up quite a bit of damage, but still suffers a hell of a lot in kind. 4 HP remaining on this Omen. They're going for the full push up now through up into this smoke, and Aves with that stinger ready to greet them. Paranoia as well. Going to be sent through, but Devi able to find the one. Something gets the right click in. DOS9 going to be taken down. Levin eliminated, and Paper Rex. Oh, it just feels like you can never really count him out. And Sugetsu will get one, but nothing more. It's a Thrifty. Go ahead and reply right back after dropping the pistol.
This is so crafty from Paper Rex, and again, the combos on the fly when they're going to throw something one direction, another's going to push out at the same time, and that's so hard to react to as KC. Aves there, just stuck in a bad position, and everybody's swinging together outside of the harbor smoke. Just a great moment there for Paper Rex, and KC has to be kicking themselves. Had a great opportunity to maybe put this map to a really difficult place, but Aves just says, okay, fine.
Are we just pendulum swinging this? Here we go. Thrifty into Thrifty. Aves can find another! Then yes, it absolutely can happen. Something now going to be isolated. The swing coming through. He cannot line it up. And my God, what a reply! KC looking to get themselves up to 9. 2 players down to 30 health. The weapons not been recollected here. DOS9 is going to be eating that stun. Knows exactly where Forsaken is. Shock Dart, they are heavily convinced about this, and yeah, they've got him down low. Shock Dart, he walks right into it!
He predicted he was going to leave.
Meanwhile, Forsaken able to find the first, the spam through, Aves dead, and oh my God, they're rescuing this round. Just narrate.
ขอสแกนแสงให้มาตอนนี้
Bulldog in hand, 5 bullets and a Headhunter. But this is one of the most Paper X rounds. The last 2, I think, is a very good TLDR for this team.
That is an interesting smoke to set up there, Forsaken.
I'll just have to make him walk through, walk out of it. The shots ringing out, and Forsaken just dialed in on the angle, gets himself the 3K to save this round. Paper X now 1 away from tying it up.
it is so amazing to me sometimes when
ตัวเล่น
players
น้อย
just
ว่ะ
read a situation so well. They throw the harbor blind in there. DOS9 doesn't move a muscle, doesn't make any noise.
Like, nah, he's there.
Yeah, enemy's like, nah, I know you're there. And then not only does he get that, he predicts that he's going to leave when he does. I mean, crazy good stuff. Forsaken as well, brilliantly played there individually. That 3K, absolutely a difference maker. That's going to keep things very much alive here for Paper Rex. Something going to have that operator as well. So let's see if he can match a little bit of what Narrate was showing us with the chamber. Over on the other side, doesn't have the funds to get into it yet himself.
One away from a showstopper is Jing. It's Devi taking this contact fight outside of market in mid, and he will get overwhelmed, so gets to the one to collect it. It's Forsaken now going to be spotted, just trying to set up this wall as they go for a faster hit onto the A site. Gonna get slowed down. Trademark on the one side, Boombot still having to clear through alley. Jing's gonna go up and over. Ends up getting slowed, but nothing to be spotted. On reveal, so they know exactly where the rocket would be coming from. He's just gonna lob it over towards street,
สวยนี่
where no one will receive it, but DOS9's still gonna get caught. Now still isolated here. Behind the box on site, the scale forward from Levin, but Envy has him outdone. He's looking for the next. Forsaken gonna be swinging in, draws the attention, and Envy collects it. A third kill for him. As Jing is able to find Narrate, and now it's just Sugetsu having to backpedal, having to run away to save this weapon. The op will be carried over, and Paper Rex will tie it up 8-8.
Envy. That's definitely a Envy round.
ไม่ใช่พี่ดา
No doubt about it. Getting that first kill up onto the player on the box at back sight. That was really instrumental. Making sure that that retake could never really formulate. There just wasn't any legs to it after that. It felt like KC just was trying to individually make a play here and there to cut things down, and Paper Rex holding the line quite nicely. I mean, there's nothing Devi can do there. That's a really tricky spot to be in. Maybe if he had kind of held that angle just a half second longer initially when he was looking through the market door, he might have gotten one, but tough spot to be in. Good read by KC initially there to get that man advantage.
มันบอกว่าไม่ใช่ดิเขาบอกว่า
Further as that
ที่
one
ดาว
went
ไป
on,
ตายอาจจะเป็นเหยื่อล่อเพื่อให้แบบเพื่อนเข้าสายได้อย่างเงี้ยโอ้โห
individually
แผน
took the
ของ
round
เปเปอร์เล็
over.
กแผนของอาเล็กนี่
Boombot to make sure that Jing can get more, and oh
Oh,
boy.
boy.
โอ้โห
Sugetsu, yeah, it's
เมี
just
ยน
a death squad on the other side. Clean fadeaway shot there from Levin.
โดนนะ
He wants to go in for a little bit more.
โด
Two
น
bullets remaining here in the cylinder, and he can't
สวย
quite line it up. Jing finds DOS9 behind him, then cleans up the neon.
อืม
This thrifty attempt not getting nearly as close here for KC, at least not at the
Ooh.
moment as Jing. He might have just activated. Was down at the bottom of the standings, and now his slingshot is
Definitely.
like up towards the top.
เพิ่งซื้อมาเซฟอีกแล้ว
Nothing more for
ไม่ไหว
Narrate
ครับ
to do.
But you especially don't want to give Jing another ult charge. He's nearly to another showstopper.
It's 3 away. And that's why he's the one sprinting on the prowl looking for this chamber. Taken not too far off as well. In the end, it doesn't seem likely that they will be able to find him, but Paper Rex will find themselves back into a one-round lead.
Could get to him potentially. A chance.
Fight gone, so 5 seconds remaining. Have to just rush at him. They're going to try to do so, but won't be able to find him in the end. So Narrate will be able to carry that Phantom over into the next. One away from a tour de force for himself, but Paper Rex very much finding their footing so far on this attacker side.
I have to imagine this is a good opportunity for a timeout because both teams are going to be having some big ults coming into this next round. Reckoning Hunter's Fury for Paper Rex. You have the Nightfall.
You know, wild to our mind. Let them suffer. Well, he might not be on the Sage, but the operator is still going to be passed over into Devi's hands, as it looks like something likely going to be needed for the entry.
Yeah, I like this. Devi usually really sturdy on this map with the operator.
So it's going to be a very quick hit, the Reckoning out. Naves just there behind this wall, still able to survive for now, but Levin's going to be punished as Jing is able to find that kill. Hunter's Fury going to be sent through as well as Envy will take down Naves. All right, with a quick peek in towards Talios, is able to find just the one kill, but has to try to escape, but he cannot. Divide with the up, able to strike.
ถ้าได้วางหมดเลยไอ้ที่นั่น
All the
ไม่
players from KC split
เค
worlds
ซีเซฟ
apart.
แน่นอนครับ จริงถ้าได้วางนะ
Getsu just watching here in market.
แต่ถ้าไอ้นี่ตายเมื่อไหร่
Not
ล่ะ
quite ready on this approach. Will
เซฟ
get
แน่นอนครับ
timing.
เพราะว่าได้ออฟแล้ว
Taking down the drone to be sent through,
Wow,
trying to
hey.
find this enemy Viper. Tries to swing out. Find the timing of his own, but Forsaken
safe.
will deny.
Up.
The 2 kills going to be found. The operator can be recovered. Paper Rex now starting to steady this lead.
Okay, now the timeout doesn't really come to fruition here for KC. Just don't quite have the right answers to that initial alt dump over at A and to the pivot from Paper Rex when they realize that it's a little bit too congested over on that side of the map, and they make a nice move. And Divai, again, Johnny on the spot with that operator. Gonna have it for this round. The good news here is KC got the tour de force, got enough for another half buy. In terms of armors, you got a full buy with weapons. So you can still bring a lot of weaponry to bear.
Drone sent, walls up, showstoppers out. Paper Rex looking to try to make this one a very pacey hit. As Narrate able to escape the showstopper. Again, not going to be able to collect any eliminations.
Welcome to my
Saturate, however, keeps him contained into the corner. Now the pit is going to be invested as well. Something able to find the first as Levin will fall. The skirt forward. Narrate up close and personal. Quick scopes in. Finds something for an elimination. They still have to find their way forward into this pit. And KC just don't have the right tools to try to breach this position. They're going to have to brute force it. This DOS9, he's going to find both over in market. Now a 2v4, the spam through Narrate, fishing for anything that he can get. It's a smattering of damage found onto Envy. TV forward, quickly cancel Divai now for the reposition, but Envy to peel back some of the pressure. Divai out into the open, is able to find a second. Haves taken down a Divai.
อู้ดาวไวเอลให้ว่ะ
Finds all 3 to close out the round and get Paper Rex up to 11.
I saw the evil cackle from Divai there on that one. He just absolutely saved that round for Paper Rex, because what a moment for DOS9. I thought they swing on him on a timing. This is exactly how you draw it up as Jing and Forsaken. They play this fine. They just can't hit their shots, and DOS9 does. And then Divai, through the wall there.
Now, even with the pit on their side, a 2v4, still damn impressive. 11-8. The buy a bit fractured as the overdrive is going to be coming through, and something left on a bit of an island, but no, still finds a headshot. Naves will be able to clean up one, but Convergent Path's going to be sent out as they look to try to reclaim this space in B main. The double dash in the back of sight. Jing held in position for the moment, but right now on that arrival from Boba will be able to shut down the enemy Waylily. So player advantage back into the hands of KC.
Paper Rex trying to use an unexpected aggressive moment there where they're
4-3 ก็ไหวนะเพราะว่าเลือดเต็มนะคนดูรอดูนะ
You've got
4-3
the
ก็เล่นได้
overdrive
นะ
flying at you. You get nailed by the paranoia with a bunch of your players, and you're able to trade. You know, most teams would take a pause there. Paper Rex is like, no, we're going to try. KC very ready for that re-aggression, though.
สมมติตรงนี้ลูกหนึ่งแล้วเข้าได้เลย นั้น
Going to say, hello, did he see the feet?
He must have done that, or we need to investigate. Either way, Forsaken feeling back a miraculous kill.
สวยยิงให้มันไม่กล้าเข้าสวย
having to
มาก
make his way back from that A side of the map. Working through market in all likelihood. Envy will be watching the rear for now. No shocks, no Hunter's Fury. So he's very much relying on the dynamic duo of Forsaken and Jing to try to hold this line. Drop down from Narrate, swing in the corner of the gun barrel, nearly spotted, but just has the read. But Forsaken on the counter swing is able to find 2 kills. On 4, potential 4th. It's going to be a necessary one if he wants to clutch this and take them up to map point. He's considering the reckoning. And will just be sending that to the fuse. Just going to be held. He's got the poison arm. And Forsaken, he cannot get there.
ไม่ได้ครับ
He just
อันนั้นคัด
sticks it all the way to completion as KC get the clutch. They get a 9th round win.
Oh my God. It is just barely there. But Sugetsu knows that he really has no other choice but trying to stick it adjacent, just some little hesitation.
If anyone should know about sticking the fuses on Sunset, it's Forsaken.
That's true. It's a great read right there. I don't know if they could see the foot, but I thought right there Forsaken had locked it down, and Envy trying to cover the exit, but Sugetsu gets a big one, and we go again. Signs of life.
Levin again trying to find that aggression here. And this time we'll be able to skirt away unscathed. Sugetsu now, thinking that enough time has passed. Invests the pit, but it's only on the alley side. Still plenty of sight opened up, but obviously Trademark in position to alert. You've got 3 players out in mid to quickly try to recollapse and reflood.
Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of pressure onto Forsaken potentially here. Do anything too crazy. That harbor wall kind of gives away that he was lingering in the back, but moving forward to group up. I think the timing on this hit.
Oh, and he's just watching. He's waiting for that raise to come bounding up over the top, but instead it's going to be something. Just pushing forward, able to find that kill, but traded back. Forsaken now will fall. And getting slotted in. DPI trying to play him in, bait them forward. Meanwhile, something clearing the hard, but as he turns to the side, he ends up getting taken down. DPI at the same time, able to find DOS9. Still a 3v3, but never mind. It is a 1v3 as Levin quickly cleans up 2 kills. Jing now isolated, cannot find the spray. Narrate will take him down, the defuse to come through, and KC not done with this map yet.
Yeah, it's just that little bit of extra timing there from KC where they're just fast enough to the punch. I mean, Forsaken gets into a position where he's trying to hold that flank angle, but there are 3 players there. The crosshair is just a little bit off. That cost him his life, then something dealt with by the recon, and even though there's some punch back from PaperX, it's Levin again who strikes when they need him. He's up to 18 on the map. Narrate was 17. Those 2 leading the charge.
โอ้เทคฟอสเลยต้องมาคุยกับเจสันหน่อยเจสันแบบจริงนะผมรู้เลยว่าต้องคุยกับเจสันเว้ย
This is timeout going to be enough. The conversion so far haven't
แล้วก็
been
แก้แผน
fantastic, but Narrate is going to be making a quick exit. Does find some damage on the Jing.
เขาก็จะบอก
The
ว่า
response.
อยากให้มันเหมือนอันนี้นะ
A bit
ถือ
of
ว่าเป็นบทเรียน
aggression
ของพ
now
วกเรา
for
เว้ย
PaperX to take some space of their own.
Forsaken is
lot of
making
noise.
noise. Levin hearing all of this, just begging for him to come peeking.
Forsaken was just trying to bait from top mid, but
Not going to give him that chance. Meanwhile, wall falling, and Levin still able to find that kill. Something taken down. Meanwhile, Envy going to be overwhelmed. DOS9 cleans it up. Now it's a 3v5. Forsaken still convinced that Levin has not left his position, and he would be right for that. Brings back 1 to try to give them a chance. Left scratching their heads, wondering where the hell is going to be the best place to try to take this spike. Oh, God. It's Forsaken. A bit of a rough timing there. Sugetsu able to find it. Now, another 2v4 would be necessary for PaperX to try to take this up to map point.
that was really nice timing from KC. They knew exactly how long it would take him.
Chavez looking for Jing. Puts him down a little bit lower. 30 HP. Just out of range of being wall banged, but it's still going to be caught. DOS9 able to find it, and DPI can't even pull the trigger. Narrate so damn fast with it. As KC tied up 11-11.
And now we're getting to the point where PaperX's economy suffering a bit. So this next round, so important here in this map. I mean, you have enough, but for the buy, and could have had the knockout blow. Levin there, tucked in nicely. Just nobody on PaperX really reading the map right now with these multi-man pushes. Isolated players getting caught. KC really making some nice reads, and it's got a
ผมเข้าใจ
ton
นะว่า
of
จริ
energy
งๆมันไม่ได้
back
ประมาท
into
หรอก
them.
แต่แบบเขาอาจจะคำนวณพลาดนิดนึง
They have that Nightfall there. 1 away from a Hunter's Fury for Envy. It's going to be the closest ult for PaperX in this cycle.
Getsu just going to go backing away. Still this 3-player lean. Forsaken with the spike. Solo at the moment. Looking for this peak, and Narrate gets a little antsy. Sends out those shots. Makes his exit with the rendezvous.
Going to be put into a tough position. See if they can get this execute to go. Clear the drone. You know Narrate's back there.
Dash forward into the cubby. The wall getting set up some shots out there. Warning Levin, rerouting him as Hunter's Fury through. Will get the tag on a 1, but cannot find that elimination in the end. Nightfall now going to be going out of Sugetsu quickly. Scales in behind this. All of PaperX evacuating the site, but something still here.
Yeah,
Mark is
something.
able to find the first as Sugetsu gets taken down. A little bit of ring around the rosy there that Levin comes
Well,
out.
that
On top
might
of.
not hit,
Cleans up a kill onto something. His shock dart's going to be sent in from Envy to try to delay, but he is tagged down low. There's 8 HP remaining, but Devi refills the space from Market, finds the kill. Levin dead. DOS9 now having to do it all. He cannot find it. Jing comes out on top, and PaperX now move up to map point.
Oh, this is a nifty little idea from PaperX to have an extra little layer there. They're able to get something tucked into Market. He strikes. There's so much attention on site behind that Nightfall from KC. They just kind of tunnel vision in that direction. A little bit of a in-ear issue there. Sugetsu maybe having a quick issue with the headset.
Having to get that checked out. Maybe the Nightfall effects lingering on past the round.
Yeah. It's the next big thing in gaming.
Mm-hmm. Death play. Now, look to get this rectified quickly, but Casey, other
Instrumental here. Bit of echo rounds is
game bit.
yeah. Do I still have a what?
Like an archive of all your old games. You have those still back in the States?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're at my friend's house, but yeah, I have them. Still have a bunch of PS1 games. No, yeah. I took the together. Still.
Maybe a thing.
Back in a flash.
See if KC can try to take this into overtime. Prowler to be cleared, the spam to connect, something.
อุ๊ยไม่ใช่
Work down to 76 health.
King gets a showstopper. Forsaken one away from a reckoning. Couldn't quite claim that orb himself. On the other side. So they want to give him the spike plant or what? Throw up the wall. Drone gonna lead the way. Not much resistance.
No stopper. Sent. Haunt. Oh, gonna get the reveal. Lets them know where the showstopper is gonna be coming from. Sends it forward. Damage not to be found. Alpha's just out of range of that. But they're gonna try to fight this one forward. It looks like Reckoning gonna be set at DOS9. He's just trying to TP past it, not anticipating this forward layer from PaperX. He offers himself up on a platter as Jang is able to find himself a third, now the fourth. And maybe an ace to close out this map. Levin having to do it all. Finds the first, but needs so much more. Devi there, shuts him down. 13-2 up top. 11, PaperX, change up the comp. They come out on top here on KC's pick of sunset.
It certainly looked a little uncomfortable for
ก็เดี๋ยวมาค่อยมาดูอีกอันหนึ่งนะครับผมขออนุญาตไป
Of
เป็น
course.
อบอีแบบ
With that here for himself. KC first on this defense.
This is such a tough hill to climb here for KC, but if they can, man, the confidence should be sky high because this is a map that PaperX has only lost once this year, and that was in an overtime in Nongshim in week 1 of stage 1 in Pacific. Since then, they have been undefeated, particularly since switching to this comp. Pretty strong. Narrate, gonna get fault line, has to get the heck out of there.
Gonna backpedal away, but it's gonna be Levin taken down as Forsaken finds the opening kill. Stimby can try to storm them forward. Narrate now fallen as well as Devi on that approach from main is able to find the elimination. DOS9 tucked away, smoked off. It's one tap with that bandit. The jump over the side though, and Forsaken finds him with the classic. Something will get Aves, and suddenly Sugetsu arriving on the scene finds that all of his teammates have been taken down, but he's able to find one. Needs 3 more just like it. Smoke in his face, dissipated. 2 players, the front side of Gen. Envy just tucked away on site, and this should be unassailable for the Cypher.
You would think.
Well, they give him some 1v1s. It does manage to take down Jing, but Envy will just counter swing, finds that kill, and PaperX will take the opening pistol.
Yeah, just a nice little catch. That breach, finding value. Who would have thought? Does a nice job finding that early stun to set those 2 players scrambling from KC. The 2 duelists trying to line up and match the initial hit out of Arcade. That allows them to get that spam through for PaperX. And then Forsaken, of course, DOS9 is right there, and he just throws a flash and jumps through with the right clicks. He's going to keep a Sheriff into this one. Something's going to have a Vandal. Inby Jing, Bulldogs. Devi with the Marshal. A quick clear, and something already has a kill.
And that push out of Dish going to be punished. Devi sees the shoulder, and I don't think Sugetsu's seen a damn thing, so gets enough Worth around the corner to be able to take him down. Kill found, Levin out. To try his luck, but it's just going to be a shot to the mid drift. DPI with a second, and now all of PaperX ready to just go ahead and pile into what they assume is an empty A site, and they would be correct.
Yeah, and it gives them the ability to grab another orb here. So, doing what you can. Aves avoids danger for now.
Right now coming through, and this means that DOS9 in particular, in a bit of a stranded position, doesn't have a sky smoke to try to drop down, keep himself safe on the cross out. Does want for Aves to try to come away with his kill, and now, well, he's going to try his luck at it, but DPI will find the third. Forsaken will run down the enemy fade, and that's going to be a flawless anti-eco for PaperX to start things off 2-0.
Okay, smooth sailing for PaperX so far. DPI, sharp with a Marshall, good with a sniper. No, he can scoop those up, no problem. Scope's easy, so not much left to say now. Don't want to give over this bonus as KC.
It's a very strong bonus.
It is. Bacon had enough to buy up for another rifle because he only bought a sheriff in the previous. Nobody died. Certainly scary. I want to try to keep some of these orbs that you think maybe PaperX is really going to be prioritizing early to try to get Jing those showstoppers right here. Bit risky. So, going to use the paint shells to clear out the trip.
That trip gone, camera still going to be situated there on that entryway, but Jing just blasts back his way forward in towards Canteen. He's able to find one as DOS9 is going to be taken down. Sugetsu able to find the one as they storm their way forward onto the site, and what an explosion of death in favor of Carmine Corp. Immediately able to find all 5 players. Sugetsu cleans up 3, and they stem the bleeding very quickly.
That's a really nice hold from Sugetsu. A little bit of help from some friends. You know, PaperX feels like they get that first kill, they get the trailblazer that identifies what's going on site, and they can make a move, but KC just better in the hold. So it's going to be a big one for KC. Going to keep that economy okay, keep the guns. PaperX into a position where there's a little bit more pressure on them economically.
Now you've got this neural theft online nice and early. All at a tower, no one to play that position, but DOS9 to be isolated on the site for now. Try to maybe skirt his way over. No, decides to just stay situated here within the smoke and finds the timing on the DPI. Something similarly going to be tagged out at 16, and now with that corpse, they're able to find that neural theft reveal, and Forsaken's trying to stay tucked into the corner, but will get taken down. Something around the back now going to be dealt with out from that underpass side. It leaves just Envy and Jing to try to fight their way forward against 3 on KC.
Envy's got the spike, and he's thinking about maybe changing directions here. Wants to clear a little bit of space. Risky, but
Jing needing to find that second kill. That would have been the thing that makes it feel very doable, but he in his own right still could absolutely clutch this out, but everything going to be working against him. Down in numbers, down in health. Doesn't have an ult. He's going to try to shift things up, go for a reposition.
I'd be hoping that KC had bit that he had gone to A.
Oh, NB looking to try to take down Aves. He cannot. So tied up 2-2. PaperX. Economy getting whittled away at now.
Yeah, I think it's PaperX. You're going to talk a little bit about what's going on this B site if you're going to keep trying to make some hits over in this direction, because the smokes are all over the place, and KC has been finding really good timings around them to shut down the initial hit. Sugetsu so wily there, and giving over that first blood allows that neural theft to come through, find the second as well. Making it a little too easy there. But credit to them, they're very well prepared how to layer those smokes. And you've got the Cypher, Showstopper. Should be avoided. I mean, KC's done a great job of making sure that they at least don't really take damage to these.
Okay, yeah. Tucked back around the corner. For a second, DOS9 was starting to push that angle. Re-wraps towards that rope side. Meanwhile, approach now coming in. 3 players from Dish. Envy, lone defender here. The top of sight. So the aftershock tries to buy some time. Blaze wall going to be situated, forces him a little bit further forward. Paint shell as well to try to buy some space with a reapproach coming in from that sand side. Envy able to find the one. DOS 9 in the rate, however, answering back in kind, keeping it 2 or 3v3. A lockdown available, but not going to be needed. As DPI will clean up 3. Forsaken gets the final. Grabs up a gun. Paper Rex will reestablish a 1-round lead.
There's some good understanding here of KC of how Paper Rex likes to set up these A post plants. You know, they know they're probably going to tuck a player into that corner, so they're throwing a little bit of util Envy's direction, try to make him uncomfortable. And then they know they have to go clear rope because there's usually going to be 2 players over there. They just can't quite do it. DPI right where he needs to be when he needs to be there. Has that lockdown. Envy has a rolling thunder, but a couple ults there. Rate and DOS 9 have theirs, but Sugetsu and DOS 9 on Bulldogs only. The fun's starting to dwindle. KC, they can get this one. Get some of their ult cycles to go.
Oh, I mean, maybe not quite hearing that curveball either way. Something swings out into the open to his death.
You're dead.
Little strike, a non-factor now in this round as the running back's going to be coming through Narrate, trying to find a target. Swings the corner, but Jing will be able to shut that down, but Levin is right there behind him. Gets himself on the board at long last. As DPI now trying to clear down through this underpass, but Narrate absolutely has him screwed. Now it is just Forsaken and Envy in a 2v5. Boombot to find nothing, and there are so many angles that they have to try to re-clear. Or they can even consider trying to make a go of this, but in all likelihood, this should just be a save.
Yeah, I mean, again, KC understands the tendencies of Paper Rex and able to really beat them to the punch.
Spotting each other out. They see the breach, and that means that all the other players now rotating back over, but Envy wins that fight. Narrate's going to be taken down, but Forsaken only able to find the one before falling. Be a tap of the rope, the Prowler scouting his position, trying to run them forward, gets the dink through the wall, but cannot finish the job. That stays alive, and KC find parity once again.
I think we might see a timeout. I would maybe consider one here as Alex. You want to talk a little bit about how to work the map a little bit more, how to be a little bit more prepared, because KC's being pretty aggressive themselves. Exactly what you need to be doing on the Fracture Defender side when they're throwing you a lot of different looks. This time they come from sewers unexpectedly. That just throws the round completely off balance, and then Paper Rex knows that this one is something only as a classic. Forsaken, the only one with anything really to buy up with. Just a Guardian. So, kind of brutal for Paper Rex, because you would expect that you're going to lose this round, chew through some ult cycles, and then KC's going to be right back into theirs to match yours.
Oh, well, the timing found. Sugetsu tries to go in for that cam. Forsaken swing that corner, Guardian hand, able to find that elimination. Orbital Strike will slow down the rest of the players' approach. Meanwhile, Narrate able to burn Envy to a crisp. Setting out that Molly, gets that kill. Paper Rex will be given the sight for now. Well, DPI, world away, exploring into B, but even if he calls for the rotations, you still have Levin on this very deep angle. Outlaw in hand. Should be good for it. So something on this swing. Headshot will be confirmed, and that's the spike now dropped. This is a very strange position for Paper Rex to be in.
Would think that this is going to be tough. Be very, very difficult.
King's got to clear this angle. But it's going to be DPI walking in first and foremost. So DOS 9 able to find that kill. Jing repivoted, walking through sands. Will take the rope up the top. And even then, not necessarily favored, will still be able to come away with that kill, but there is so much more to do and just not enough time forward. Plows forward to his demise. Just the 2 eliminations found, and KC now up 4-3.
Well, I mean, what can you say? KC's just really got good reads right now. Good flow for the map. Again, I saw this on Sunset where they were able to start stringing rounds together on their defenders when they were starting to make some good maneuvers to kind of counteract what Paper Rex wanted to do. The utility's been so good here. DOS 9's been phenomenal, I think, on the brim, even though he's not racking up a ton of kills. Been really hard for Paper Rex to just get the gunfights cleanly that they want. 3 ults available. Concern for Paper X is there's 2 big ults of 11. Gonna rip one.
Which, first one's gonna be sent through. But Envy just gonna be taken down. A north side crunch. Sugetsu snapping on for the headshot. Devi eliminated. Jing at the same time, he's eating an immense amount of damage. He's down to 10. He's now dead. Narrate has him. And once again, there's a 2v5. KC just having a chokehold on this defender's half so far. And looking to move up 5-3. 11 grabbing an orb, Forsaken. Grabbing a couple bullets between the eyes. And flawless here, the economy is already built up quite significantly for KC. Break Paper X's yet again. You're gonna have players cash capped as, yep, Levin will make it a flawless.
Well, this is just going from bad to worse for Paper X because you don't have any buy to come into this next round, and you're sitting through 3 really powerful ults again without getting any value out of them. They're just spreading the map, and KC just keeps pushing every angle, and they're winning every fight.
Oh, yeah. Boy.
Yeah.
Just,
I mean, they the Masters London final just beat Vitality yesterday on it. Here today, KC is saying, no, we've got this figured out. We know how to shut you down. All sheriffs except for Jing with the bandit. And then let's get hit by, that's the Trailblazer there, but
okay.
Bye.
Belter of a shot just from main. Cross 9. Eliminated. Reveal was there, but Narrate can't really play off of it. Sugetsu's still going to be able to find one as the lockdown now placed. That underpass. Sugetsu, I was going to say, has to respect this one, but won't be allowed to escape. Jing will just come away with that elimination, and now suddenly, it's looking like a damn good thrifty here for Paper X as they start getting these weapons into their hands. 2v4, a swing in, something with the recovered Phantom, able to find Alves, and that leaves just Levin. Now to his own devices to try to stop this from going over, but this could be a huge swing round for Paper Rex. Feels very necessary after committing the second time out.
Oh, yes. Already giving up 5 on the defender side. That's brutal. I mean, this is already a win in this half for KC. Every other round they can get here is gravy. So all the pressure is onto Paper Rex to be clean the rest of the way through.
But that is damn clean. I mean, you know, Thrifty confirmed, but you also only had to commit the 1 ultimate into this, so you still hold on to 2 critical ones.
Yeah.
But that's about as good as it could be for Paper Rex to try to get themselves back into this attacker's side. But KC, like you said, still not quite sweating. They're still in a very comfortable position.
Oh.
Can they stop a momentum build-up is the question now.
And this time, you know, Paper Rex goes for that crunch on both sides of the map, and time maybe looking for the A hit. Gonna maybe challenge Alves here.
Try to get this orb into the hands of Jing, gives them a showstopper.
Yeah, he's been on guard duty. He has the Nightfall as well. I don't imagine he's gonna want to rip it just to slow him down here. Now he knows where they're at. Now he can use it to counteract them because look, you've got Narrate, you've got Sugetsu here, you've got the Cypher util.
Sugetsu gonna have to be careful. I mean, he's still playing quite far forward. Showstopper up and over the top of the raid.
Oh.
Says, I can disrespect that. I've got to run it back. He's still able to find the kill. Something will be able to snap him back with the ultimate. And get himself, and it's a very open plant. This is incredibly risky. The peek's not coming in. Police wall now sent up. Molly is going to be sent out early, not using this for the post plant, just trying to stop and dissuade the push forward. Orbital strike as well, going to be committed. Paper Rex, it feels like they're sending everything far too early. Forsaken Devi, now gone. Something having to play forward here alongside his teammate, but they both just fall to the wayside. And this feels like a massive, monstrous overcook from Paper Rex as they drop the round.
Absolutely. This is beautifully thought out by KC. Again, they're so quick to react, but one of the things that's been really impressive today overall is the way that Narrate has been able to absorb Jing's showstoppers. We saw it with the Chamber on Sunset many times where he's the one there and then Rendezvous out. This time he has to run it back. He doesn't even get hit by it. Just blows right by it, and Jing just off balance with it.
But, I mean, what a an inversion from what we had just seen. A gorgeous, thrifty one ult committed. There you get the showstopper, the rolling thunder, an orbital strike, everything invested, and they can't get the round over the line.
Oh, it was a huge nightfall as well from Aves. It hit 3 players on Paper X. Nullified any of their ability to get into decent positions. Now Narrate tucked around the box. Just gonna bypass him. Let's see how quick he wants to be. To challenge something, and he wins.
And something now dead. King still on this approach. Flash there, Narrate just sending out the molly to try to get himself covered. It ends up rebounding off the box, but it might not matter at all. Still gets forsaken. Jing dead. Narrate recovering, finding Envy. Gets the 3K in device position, absolutely known. They'll find one, but nothing more. The best that Paper X can do is stop it from being a flawless KC. Already guaranteeing a lead at the half.
And they've just got so many plans here. Every time Paper X tries something, they're winning a bunch of the 1v1s. Narrate, another huge one. Instantly deletes something. That means your smokes are gone. Means this becomes way more challenging. Try to fight their way through, but KC has been reacting so quickly. Whatever Paper X tries to accomplish. Sketsu even as a judge here. Plenty of money and has some kind of trickery up his sleeve. Ooh.
Pop shot, not quite to connect, but Sugetsu just ready and waiting. He hears the player below him, but doesn't want to pull the trigger. Decides to just back off for now. Some space taken, but still no closer to getting their way forward into the site. Meanwhile, Carmine Corp, they are on this north side approach. Ping coming down, starting to get a sense of this as Paper X. Meanwhile, DPI trying to beckon them back over to the A site that has been evacuated.
Well, it took a while, but I think Paper X has now kind of figured out what the real sort of game plan was here for KC, and that's just swarm off of contact. Forsaken going to be able to get his ult here, assuming he can get the plant down. DOS9 and Aves not too far away. They're having to check so many angles, so many corners here as Paper X.
And the longer they take, the more obvious this becomes. Meanwhile, something is going to be found. Narrate just pushed down through the underpass. He's able to find that kill. Wants up over the top. Not going to be getting a reveal. Mike now in play, and the Seekers sent immediately by Forsaken. The flash over the top, trying to go for a timing shot. Aves, however, able to avoid it. Meanwhile, Forsaken has to backpedal away as a run it back is going to be called in. Envy still on this approach, trying to slide in from behind. Intercept will be able to do so. Aves now eliminated as Forsaken going to be forced into the open by that molly. 11, however, able to find one. Envy up over the top, cleans up DOS9, gets it back into a 2v2. Time bled away. But Envy will fall, and Jing now has to do it all. Fully flashed up, doesn't know which way is up, and that is going to be Narrate with a 4K. The defuse to come in, and Carmine Corp will make this 8-4 at the half.
Well, this is feeling pretty darn comfy for Narrate and Carmine Corp. That was an incredible round from him. He really found a ton of value with it was going to.
It's committed.
Pull this back, Jet. Yeah, there's definitely a shout. There's definitely a hope. Carmine Corp gets it. You have such a massive hill to climb. So they're going to stack 4 up towards the north side of the map. They're looking to use a little bit of contact for a breach stun, but everybody on Carmine Corp is just on the south side. So
basically full gambling on this A side of the map. Forsaken just going to be shifting over. Envy, the next closest player.
Could be a pivot off the clear this trip. Let's see. It's kind of going to come down to timing.
A little bit of spam and plenty of damage is going to be found. Meanwhile, Envy from up and over the top, Sugetsu is not able to spot him. Well, get some damage across, but cannot find that kill. Swing in though, DOS9 taking down the first. Jing eliminated. DPI dancing around these shots. The stun to be avoided, but DPI turns his sights over to main, and Aves is going to be taken down. 2 players, 30 health between them. DOS9, the only one at full HP. The turret to be placed forward into the smoke to try to scout him out. Envy walks right up into him. Doesn't manage to get the spot, but now it is all down to 11. 4 HP will find a parting gift kill on a Forsaken, but cannot stop Paper X from retaking the site. They will find the pistol they so desperately need. Shorten that gap down to 3 rounds.
Yeah, I like the idea here from Paper X. You know, gamble stack one side of the map and just match in the other direction. And they're able to be a little bit patient behind that trip. Envy wins a huge fight there against Getsu, keeps the flanks clear. That allows them to keep their eyes forward. A little bit of trickery attempted by DOS9. Dealt with, cleaned up. PaperX fans, the edge of their seats, but feeling a little bit better after that. But look at this buy. This has bonus conversion written all over it for PaperX if they can get this round to go.
Well, that's exactly what they want. Something, however, needing the backpedal not overstep. Does have some healing to come through. Well, Blaze Wall's going to be sent over into main. Levin getting tagged off screen as well, as Avez, if he swings his corner, might just be dead, but oh, yeah, shot into the thigh. Will fall down to 35 HP. And something hoping that he comes his way to collect that elimination. Would love to try to get that orbital strike online quickly. Gets tucked here. Jing. Oh, well, there's the cam. Sugetsu revealing his position. Not ready for that second player to be there. DPI will find that kill. Looks for another swing in. DOS9 catching him off guard. And now they overwhelm Jing. A Guardian now going to be on the floor. And snatched up the site to be taken. And suddenly this is a decent position for Carmine to try to win out, but do have two players very low on health. Plant in the aftershock to try to push her right into the open. Something's able to collect that one with the Sheriff shot, and that's the Guardian now stranded. Nor to be pushed, forsaken to find it. Just has the reaction time. And the cleanup will be there. 3 players to survive. And key weaponry to be recollected. PaperX will make this an 8-6 scoreline.
That's gigantic that PaperX is able to recover this, because there was a moment here, KC being really patient, really tricky. If Sugetsu doesn't reveal his presence there, I think he's got at least one more kill. He pops that camera and goes for the play. Still, I like the idea from KC, bouncing across the map a little bit. You know, PaperX wants to keep pushing because they think that maybe A had been left open. You just find the Cypher there. Usually that player, again, often going to be on their own, so you're trying to capitalize on that advantage, trying to get into quicker rotates, but turned out KC was already rotating off the back of him, being so close to the front of A for so long. And here you go, a couple Guardians, a couple Rifles, Marshall for something. Slowed down by KC.
Ball line out. A couple players going to be contained into the corner. The flash connecting on a Forsaken. Sends that guiding light up and over the top. Steadies the aim. Nearly finds himself at second. Avez does manage to survive. 40 health, but now Envy joining in the fight. Looks for a little bit more, but eventually gets punished. And the right finds Jing. Just the 2 players left standing. Something with the Marshall, the Prowler, not to scout him. Has that Sheriff still in hand, though. Finds the first. Finds the second. Now it's just Narrate. Counter sprays through the box. The plant to come in. Has a run it back available. Does he send it for the 1v1? The curveball out. Gets the spot. And gets an immense amount of damage. DPI tagged at 21. It should have this done and dusted. It has to be a quick, crisp, and clean headshot from DPI to try to take this one. He won't be able to have it. Narrate gets himself a 4K clutch to deny the bonus conversion, but it's an immense amount of damage still dealt by PaperX.
Narrate, just incredible today. Not sure if DPI made some noise there, and he was able to time that curveball. Looked like maybe there was a shout here for a moment. PaperX trying to set up that crunch from Sewers, but
it's something doing his damnedest.
He did. I mean, this almost was his, but spam through the box. Nice. 4K again for Narrate.
The 29-2.
He is frying.
Well out in front here at the top of the lobby.
Flash.
Orbital strike is online. Run it back, maybe to be committed here. As Orbital's just going to be called in. Anticipating that this player went up over the top at 11 pound, just enough space to tuck away, avoid taking damage. So in the end, that pull of the trigger does not get rewarded with much of anything. Jing now, however, on the push forward is able to find 2. Envy with 2 of his own, but the reply kills are there. Avez himself afloat in this round. DPI jumping across, spotting him out, the 1-2 swing coming in, and something to collect it, not allowing for Avez to isolate. Paper Rex steadying the ship and keeping things close.
It's just a very Paper X round here. Just throw everything into the blender. Hope it comes out okay, and it does. Let's rely on those players. Ching, it's up close and personal. Been favoring the Phantom today. It is the perfect gun in that scenario.
Sugetsu is going to go...
Outlaw.
Yeah.
2 players, 1 shot to it. Outlaw for Forsaken too, though. That's the player you would normally expect to have the Outlaw on Paper Rex. He's 1-tap to it, and he's like, whoops, I need help.
Yeah, has to backpedal away now. Here's the Boombot as well on that dish side.
Taken trying to get into a position to punish Sugetsu. Has to be concerned about some of that Cypher utility potentially being there.
Trying to push him back with its presence from Jing, and it has worked a treat. Get him completely isolated. Meanwhile, turret there to take contact from tower. DPI just slotting back in here at Canteen.
Aerate's trying to sell a fake. Paper X isn't buying it.
Well, especially not after that jiggle peek. On down over the top. The reveal is there, and DPI has to backpedal away. He thought he was going to be safe from that position, but he still finds a good amount of damage. Aves tagged down to 2. Meanwhile, Forsaken re-swinging. Has that Outlaw still and has them dead to rights. Jing will deny any potential for an ace here in this round. That leaves just Narrate with a Sheriff in hand. Paper X looking to make this a flawless, as they will get within a 1 round of tying things up.
Guns available over here.
Still doesn't even get, oh, it just deactivated. Just got recalled. But on the peak, Forsaken will get the 4K in the end, in flawless fashion at that.
Okay, Forsaken out, starting to get a little rowdy on stage. Trying to rally the troops there too. Hearing some cries from one of the leaders of the team. I'll say him and DPI pretty equally share the role, it feels like most days. Ooh, fantastic. But the patience there, and the fact that something doesn't get tagged by that out of flow you wanted off of everything since yes. And meanwhile, KC has everything. You basically have everything since Sugetsu's 1 away from the neural theft. Oh my god.
Jing is just going for this crunch play. Camera to spot him out. Dawson going to be contained into the corner, but that is a casual fadeaway shot as the brim is immediately dispatched. Orbital strike now no longer a concern. DPI trying to delay. Showstopper out, the Prowler to scout, and that's going to be him dead to rights as the Showstopper connects at his feet. Swing in though, it's just a shutdown on the ultimate for now as Sugetsu will get spotted here in the corner. The Nightfall going to be sent through, but Jing has already cleared the angle. He's able to find that kill. Levin trading it back, keeps it in a 3v3. His paint shell will force Envy away. Sight now opened up, but Levin trying to take the fight forward into the spawn. Cannot find the contact he was looking for. Has to back away. 1 smoke remaining here for something. Aves just jiggling on this angle. The Molly given a consideration for now as the guiding light sent forward, looking to try to find this kill here is Forsaken, but Narrate swings out a little bit wider, and he's not ready for it. Now suddenly, KC in with the advantage. Quick clear on that haunt. Levin still on dish, the time bleeding away. Swing out, KC. It's going to be Aves cleaning up the final 2 kills as they will hit double digits. Paper Rex now trailing by 2 again.
Yeah, and again, it's a huge round for Narrate. He has been so instrumental, and he keeps that extra angle on lockdown. Wins the 1v1 against Forsaken there. You know, a hot start. DPI trying to cheat, trying to see if he can get away with being undetected right around that corner, see if he can get an early punish on the execute. But the Prowler connects, and he's just dead to rights. So good diligence being shown by Karmine Corp. You did get a couple outs out of Karmine Corp. Oh boy.
Well, that's a hell of a lot of unhealable damage suffered by Forsaken. Quickly has to give the space. The turret cleared the nano. He's buying some time. His paint shell just get chucked in. Triple approach on the north side. The Rolling Thunder is going to be called in though, and it's going to connect on absolutely no one. DPI now trying to hold the line here on the site. Array going to be forced out of position, drops down to his death. Divide just trying to take the fight before the orbital will connect. Ends up falling to the wayside. Now the neural theft going to be called in, but Dals9's going to be taken down as Envy is able to find that kill. Brings it now into a 3v2. Spike in hand for Levin, the plant to go in. Look, Envy going to be taking the rope across towards that south side, joined in by Jing, but this is going to be critical time. Bought in the post plant for KC.
They're going to see it too. Cam was still there.
At least saw the one, not sure if he saw the second, so even if he wins the fight versus Envy, he might not be ready for Jing. We're bounding forward, but Jing will just go ahead, clean him up very quickly. And now it is just Levin. The spot out and something with a readjust finds the kill. A 9th round here for PaperX once again. Just trailing by 1 behind KC.
This is just wild scenes in this round. I mean, it's one of those rounds where every moment it just can change at the drop of a pin, and you know, you feel like that rolling thunder misses. It gives away the script on PaperX trying to make this long flank, but they only send Narrate over to deal with it. He faces a firing squad. Even though the curveball might connect onto 1 or 2, it can't connect onto all 3. The danger man out of the round. Rest of PaperX able to do what they need to. Jing's gonna have the showstopper. Divide 1 away from a lockdown. Now you're out of the ult cycle for KC. You got 1 out of it. PaperX, Forsaken looking to challenge the angle just a little bit, but doesn't feel comfortable, and I can't blame him, even though it is a weaker buy. Sugetsu again has that outlaw. Jing, the only one tap to it. Something. Knows Narrate is there. Ask for Forsaken to maybe come help. Oh, what a shot.
What a shot. What a face forward from Levin. Something absolutely destroyed. Triple push now coming through, trying to capitalize and collapse in onto the enemy. Brimstone, Dals9 just lingering here within the smoke, and Jing eliminated, denied any value from that showstopper, and it's just this one sky smoke keeping them contained. We will be able to find him in the end. Gets us back into a 3v3. The spike being ushered across, but Forsaken finds a backstep onto Sugetsu. So now player advantage going to be established. Levin, however, at the ready. Pushes the door, finds Divide. 2v2, the heel's going to be coming through. His Envy will have to try to pace forward, but Levin shuts him down. A monstrous 4K. KC again, just do not allow for PaperX to tie this up.
1 tap.
No, they're just too sharp. This turn, it's Levin's time to shine. This shot initially, absolutely ridiculous to take something out of the equation. And then there's a hope here for PaperX. They've got a numbers advantage, but the timing, Divide just not even really considering that he could have been there already. Gets caught looking the wrong way, and Levin's in a much more prime position to take that fight.
Showstopper immediately going to be sent off the rip. Levin looking for a target around Sands. Jing, however, late lurking, but does get punished. Just doesn't pull the trigger fast enough, and Dals9 is able to find him. Minor damage going to be suffered. Starting to get chaotic now as players get lost within the smokes and the flashes. Paint shell to be lobbed in, trying to desperately clear out this lockdown, and there it is. It has been destroyed. The Molly as well on top, just to ensure that it cannot survive. Peak going through, but Envy unable to find Dals9. Stays alive despite the cage being there, despite them having the advantages.
Now we're cooking.
And something now would have to get the ace clutch to stop them from advancing up to map point. And given the money, the lack thereof, no other choice but to just simply back away, try to play for overtime. This Vandal has to be retained.
Their right bench, 3 in a row, couple players.
Spectre, Guardian, Sheriff, Stinger, half armors. Very commonplace here. Forsaken, forced away. Lucky to stay alive for now, but for how long is the question? Flash forward into Narrate's face. Buying some time as they run it back. Ready to expire. Tosses the Molly forward here in the tower, and Levin taking a position, staring in towards Canteen. Drops down and finds Envy as well. And that should just be it. As Levin is tearing them limb from limb. Another paint shell chucked forward, just keeping them zoned away. 11 on the hunt. Here's DPI on the retreat. He tries to rewrap to join in. And while an ace might not be on the cards, map 3 absolutely is. Jing, not a way to do a damn thing. 13-9. KC's fracture. We see they're going for a 4-player stack. Crunch out towards Mound, but KC not really having any of this.
Yeah, my eyes immediately go towards Narrate for this map. It's been so damn good today. On top of being impactful with the guns, been doing it with the brains. Absorbing Jing's showstoppers time and time again so they don't find value. That's going to be key here again on Lotus. Paranoia at the ready for Forsaken. Looking for contact, but it might come in a way they don't expect. 11's gone all the way over to the door, and here they go.
Looking to try to draw some of that tension back, peel some pressure for Sugetsu, and so far it is working a decent treat. Jump to the corner though, but his life on the line is Forsaken. As Jing will be able to find that kill. DPI popping the flash, pushing forward, is able to find out Aves, but Narrate trades it back.
Usually he gets one there even. That was a very big kill because it gives that extra man advantage. Levin continues to scale back towards defender's spawn. DOS9 ready with the paranoia, and Narrate's right there to claim a life.
They're collecting one, DOS9 collects one as well. Jing now going to be taken down, and suddenly the player advantage is in the hands of KC. Forsaken having to just push out of the smoke, and DOS9 has him dead, and now it is all down to something completely corralled, and Narrate. Headhunter Sheriff, doesn't matter. This man is dialed in. Gets the 3K. And KC get another pistol.
The story's been him today. That is just devastating what he's able to do with that chamber. A nice tee up from
ว่าตกรอบได้
DOS9
นะแบบเล่นแบบเนี้ย
Looked like this was going to go pretty well for PaperX. They read the tucked in position.
เหมือนแผนยิงมากกว่าแบบเจอใส่อย่างเดียว
at
อะ
least able to find one with a cheeky little reposition around the smoke, but no. The better play on site for Carmine Corp, and really they have had PaperX's number in a lot of the
เหมือนฟูลเซนที่แบบว่ารอคนนึงตื่นนะมันไม่เหมือนแบบไลน์อัพอะไรอะ
looks like here for PaperX. Just one bandit, and well, okay.
They're fully ready for this. It's just a firing squad. A paint shell to no avail as DOS9 will collect 3 for himself. And now just something to try to see if he can stop it from being a flawless, and he cannot. All right, we'll shut him down. We very quickly go into the bonus.
แต่อะไรก็เกิดขึ้นได้นะทีมเนี่ย
It's
ทีปีศาจทีม
red alert now for PaperX. That's a tough one. Try to overstack that angle, and just a nice little tight headshot line over the box for DOS9. He collects 5-0. Start for him, 4-0 for Narrate. Into the buy round even. Again, because PaperX likes to try to sneak in those extra pistols. It's only going to be a couple Guardians. Or DPI and Envy. Great. Still on that Marshall. Everybody else, Bulldogs and Vandals. Something very aggressive angle. Bunch of footstep noise being made over here. Maybe just try to bait a little bit for something, but KC waiting for this push out.
Oh, Alves does get taken down, but DOS9 still there, ever present. Cleans up kill on a Forsaken. Now he's immediately going to go TPing with that spike over to the A site. 11 has just about cleared. Quick pivots necessary here for PaperX. As KC certainly upping the pace with that ult play.
Love the creativity.
Clear of the arc rows. 11 now to try to scale forward. Tailwind will get the spot out and something, able to find him with that kill. Blinded up, however, and DOS9 collecting one DPI, going to be taken down now at 2v3 to stop this bonus conversion. Jing just trying to tap through, trying to fish for anything. He comes up empty-handed. DOS9 standing tall. Another 3K and another round in the hands of Carmine Corp.
Well, DOS9 made his Tier 1 debut in Pacific, so he's pretty aware of how PaperX likes to operate. And this time, another really nice round. He's able to get that ult.
What,
TP
8-0?
over. Yep.
แต่เข้าใจได้นะเพราะว่าทีมนี้มันเป็นทีมที่
Another nice paranoia.
เน้นยิงอย่างเดียวเลยเว้ยแต่มันก็มีข้อเสียก็คือมันจะเดินตามแผนเขาง่ายไปหน่อยมันเหมือนโดนจูงอะครับจริงๆนะ
Looking like
แต่มัน
dogs
คม
so
แบบ
far. Attempted fight over here by Rebel. Sugetsu will just struggle.
แต่มันเว้ยมันคนดูเว้ยแต่แบบมันไม่รู้จะชนะไหมอ่ะ
Up towards relative safety. PRX come up
แต่
empty-handed
มัน
once
คนดู
again.
แน่นอนครับเล่นอย่างเงี้ยมันคนดูเลย
Just trying to turn up the tempo, trying to play their game.
Oh, well.
Will catch DOS9. Finally, he dies.
A little bit of an oopsie there to give away the first death. Quick check out from B main, nothing going to be spotted, and PRX starting to assess that this is going to be an A hit again as in the fast lane going to be set up. It's a slow scale forward, but all of this a bit of a ruse now as they want to try to pivot. Spike again being taken over. There's an array. Pop this vice wall. Just playing around with information as there's the jump and Forsaken will fall.
เราวิ่งกลับดูนะ
Will be able to get on top of him, finds the headshot, a weapon to be collected. Still an opportunity for PRX to try to make this a thrifty, but
แต่จะโดนเปเปอร์เล็กดีเทคเลยรอดูเลย
Angle
ว่า
with that
ทีม
outlaw in
เปเปอร์เล็ก
hand.
อ่ะมันเหมือนแบบ
Everyone's
มันเหมือน
susceptible
ปล่อย
to
แผ
it.
นตอนแรกๆแล้วให้มาเอาคืนอ่ะจริงๆนะ
And you've got one flash. You got Jing satchels.
Tap at the door, just sliding along the side of
Don't
this
lose
one.
them.
Here is
Don't get
Divide,
tied up,
now
Athena.
going to be spotted and dealt with. Sugetsu able to find that, bringing it back into a 3v3. The jump up over the top and a raid. Just enough time to be able to find the shot. Jing going to be taken down. Envy now eliminated. It's all on something. Try to stop this from going 4-0. The cash, not really a concern at all. KC have got buckets of it at this point. They will deny him any further damage.
Well, might be seeing another early timeout from the PRX camp. This is already spiring up. I think Okatsu's good. I mean, there is no room to criticize him today, the way he's been playing. He's been hitting some incredible shots along the way.
Showstopper to be invested, lobs it into the corner, does not find that kill, and DOS9 gets on top of it and finds Jing as well. Something with the operator, only going to be good for the one. Meanwhile, the Ray just re-swings around Rubble, finds Forsaken. Tap at the door, a pivot to the C site. Both players completely surrounded, Divide making noise. Levin looking for the kill. And he makes it look casual, and the raid has the backstab, and KC have full reign, full control.
They're just so smart, taking those little advantages, matching some of this aggression of PRX. And this showstopper, don't know how it doesn't kill DOS9, doesn't matter, because he makes the most of it. Oh, Levin.
อันนี้ที่มันเป็นภาพเนี่ยผมรู้เลยเว้ยว่าโค้ชฝั่งตรงข้ามแม่งทำการบ้านเปเปอร์เล็กมาโคตรดีมันรู้ว่าทีมเนี้ยมันชอบยิงใช่ป่ะมันก็อู้ดักแม่งอย่างเงี้ยทำการบ้านไปดีครับชื่นชม
Something with a classic, just gonna try to play to get this orb, so nade out, clear some space, stop Sugetsu from scaling. The Blade Storm online. So far, the plan working out. Question becomes, can you now get value off of this ultimate? Can you find a thrifty? KC already getting up to 6.
ผมชอบไปประเด็นนะแต่แบบถ้าแบบมันยังแก้แผนแบบติดยิงอ่ะติดหิวคิวอันนี้ผมบอกว่าแย่มากนะครับเพราะว่ามันจะมันสนุกคนดูเว้ยแต่แบบมันอาจจะเครียดผู้เล่นไง
Something able to find one, should have gotten the shoulder spot as well. Getsu going to be known for now. So it's a kill found,
คนดูมันแน่นอนครับยิงไปยิงมามันจริง
While another TP forward onto the side, DOS9 just clearing things out. Spike will be held back for the moment by the vice wall. Divide. First one on the scene, something ready to tap this door.
They're really going to try to spread Arming Corp thin, waiting for the reinforcements. They've got him boxed in on the site. A lot of flashes to work with here.
Broke off DOS9's position for now. Something. Trying to work his way out on the mound, is able to do so now, joining in alongside 2 of his teammates. Still 5 players strong. Jing did manage to grab that panel, but he's going to be the first to fall. So he's able to find one. Envy, but the sheriff shot takes down Divide, getting a piece of the action. The blades will connect. The timeout call works a tree operator as well. A nice little bonus gift here for PRX as they will be able to find the thrifty and get themselves on the board in round 6.
Yeah, I mean, I think just a little bit of, hey, let's make sure we're not giving up that A Rubble fight too easily early in the round. That's caused some problems where players have been able to gain space either towards Rubble or towards that A orb and cause
จริงดู
A
มั่
lot of
วๆนะ
players to go down early for Paper X this time. They fight for it, and it has a double effect of getting the Blade Storm into something's hands. He's able to make damn good use of it. That is a huge round there for Paper X. They're going to scoop up that operator. Have a couple ults there for Divine Envy. The narrate ult. Going to have that tour de force to challenge.
Let's play.
We're now watching. Around B main, no one to clear this Prowler, but Jing, quick scaling of
โอ้ไม่
space
โดน
up outside of A main, finds Sugetsu. Potential flanker, now going to be dealt with. Of course, could still have narrate as a concern, but it's going to be a very fast push forward onto the C site. AC position. Try to get this spike planted from now, but Paper Rex are very close by. Shorty at the ready. Levin, shoulder to shoulder. The push forward and something going to be caught. Jing is there for the trade up, and it's going to be the operator and the jet now out of the
แยกกลับมา
equation.
แล้ว
Steel Garden will
เสือ
get
ไม่เข้า A
invested.
ได้ไง
Great calls for the rotations, letting him know that A is pretty much wide open. And he's going to get on a damn deep angle.
That means nobody's going to be able to carry that hop over necessarily. Should be enough money to buy if they can win it cleanly.
There's a secret, but of course has this tour de force as a backup. She'll peek out. First shot rings through. And Flash fully will connect, but there's no fast scaling to be found to try to find that punish, so he's able to just backpedal away. Still a difficult position to try to retake from. Shell will be chucked out. Jing to fall for second on the swing, is able to find one, but Toss9 just pushes the smoke. They're not ready for it at all. And KC, they take the op out of their hands. They take their hope. They shatter it again.
They're just making some really good calls here and doing something that I've been thinking about.
ขอ
A
แค่
lot
ไม่
of teams
90
with the
เอ้ยไม่
success they're
12 อ่ะ
able to find
มัน
against Paper X kind of
ง่าย
goes
อยู่
back
ครับ
to
เพราะว่า
Leviathan and what
มัน
they're
เป็น
able to do.
ด่าน
And
บุ
that's
กนะบุกได้
if
3
you
ตัว
identify where that operator is early for Paper Rex, just put pressure on it because he's often alone. Something is often on his own with that
15ได้อยู่
operator. So you can maybe isn't going to be able to have a gun. Jing can only have a guardian.
6-6 ไปไม่แย่
This has to find value for Paper Rex.
Trying to determine which angle he wants to check for. Gale forward now, getting ready to come in. Narrate going to be blinded up. Forsaken able to find the kill, but Dawson is able to peel back some of that pressure, making sure that nothing goes over for free. Something, a shot to the rear onto Levin, dodges out the Nightfall. Quickly repositioned. Spike's still going to be held back over by Tree. Has to retap the door to try to bring this one forward. Arrived at drop. Has the shot. Av is dead. Spike now resting on the ground. Dawson going to be taken down to Sugetsu in a 1v4. The pass has been so very good for rounds like this, but something not going to give them the opportunity. It's going to be a second round win in the hands of Paper Rex. And like you said, they needed that one to get off the ground, and it has.
Yeah, and I think I saw a sigh of relief there from Forsaken after that one was done.
Sure.
It was still, it doesn't feel comfortable with the way Carmine Corp is playing right now. Nice little setup there to deal with Narrate, get his operator out of the round. I mean, DOS9 as well has picked up the pace here on Lotus, so Carmine Corp has had a couple different players step up to the plate today. Saw 11 on Fracture. We've seen Narrate the whole day. Now it's DOS9's turn. Let's see what they can do.
Still 3 players. I mean, there's no outlaw on the other side, but 3 players with half armor. Envy doing his damnedest to keep something alive. Manages to find DOS9. Will be able to survive with 24 health. Looking for the shot on that jump peak. Levin able to avoid it, and something cannot escape this time around. Sugetsu able to find that kill. Now the pit immediately going to be invested. The plant just below the crossfire, and it's going to be Aves catching a stray as Forsaken's able to find the first. If he's out over towards Rubble, identifies Narrate. They know that it's just going to be the 2 players here within this pit now. Trailblazer looking for the scout, will be behind Levin, but Levin shuts down Jing. Suddenly now a 3v3. Forsaken trying to reload, but he's swinging out before it's completed. The push forward into the pit, and Levin has Envy dead as well. Devar now in the 1v2, but the time widely is gone. Would have to get onto the spike pretty much right here, right now. Finds the headshot,
ไม่ทัน
has to know that this round is
เวลาไม่
over.
ทันละ
I'm out of here.
Up. To be collected, to be juggled away. Levin can't try to really save this one here for his teammates. He will go down to the spike. But it's KC up 7-2.
I mean, they just, again, they do the same thing. Once they know where that op is, they put pressure. Paper Rex, kind of, I think, obviously incorrectly, assumes that KC is going to pivot into B through the baby door, but they never do. They're just like, oh, we lit up that operator. He's in dire straits. We've got a pit. We get that down. We've got the A site pretty well defended. And then Levin goes to town. Beautiful, beautiful stuff from him. And PaperX players just making some individual mistakes along the way.
Some up and over here, Jing. Sugetsu's going to be widely boxed into this corner. There are more players coming in to try to peel back this pressure. He turns a flash and he's able to find them both.
That's a backbreaker.
Memories, tournaments long since past of Copenhagen, that final resonating through the minds of PaperX as Sugetsu absolutely destroys them. DOS9 finds Forsaken. And Inby, oh, he can hear him, but he can't do anything to stop him. Sugetsu gets the third. An 8th round for Carmine Corp. And if you're Alex, do you call it? You send the other time out. You might just have to, because this is a flawless round win.
And we've talked about it a bit this year where, believe it or not, PaperX usually is really sturdy on their defender side of Lotus.
อันนี้พอร์ตแล้ว
PaperX play their scopes underneath their crosshairs because they are so tuned into this game.
Glass cannon operator. To try to keep this one in play for something.
ดึงช้าอยู่นะแขกพอร์ตก็จะดึงช้าปั๊บเลย
This time they're trying to be a
ดึง
little
ช้าเลย
bit cheeky with it. Looking to play off a little bit of contact over at B. Gonna put the vice wall way far forward here at C. That looks like let's try to force them over into the showstopper maybe. But they've been given so much space over at A. You know, is Jing then gonna have that plan to pivot over? Is he gonna be able to get value?
Sugetsu just playing that quietly. Probably look for that grab.
สวย
Still swings that
เล่น
angle.
ดีๆเล่นตรงเดิมดิ
Losing his life, so critical early kill here for PaperX. Flash getting pinned against the wall. Sugetsu will be able to find the one, but then gets traded out. As Showstopper looking for him, and yep, Levin taking enough damage. Showstopper will be able to collect the kill. 9. Slow push into B. Bypasses the thorns and might have a backstab angle to take down something if he continues on this path. And for the moment, looks like he's not going to. Smoke out towards upper. Damn, I don't think he did. I think both players narrowly missing each other by pixels.
Find you.
They're just willing to explore the map.
Spike planted.
Can shell out. As backpedaling. Forsaken considering that TP forward. Holds it for now. The jump in. Aves able to find 2. Forsaken still contained, still low on HP. The rewrap though from something, able to find the one, looking for that second. Jumps up the right click, takes him to 50. Dialed in with the op and something will keep them afloat. It's the 3K. Gets the round win.
I mean, you could just see the confidence from KC. They know they could just hold that angle. And PaperX is trying to use some of those jump peaks to see if they can get him to pull the trigger maybe a little bit early, but the discipline is there for KC. Aves almost gets it done. Then Forsaken able to buy enough time for something to get into place. Has to use the Blade Storm even there though. Last round of the half.
มันจะดึงช้าให้เราหนึ่ง
Have
เราดูนะ
Avez's
เกียร์ซี
Nightfall,
เนี่ย
DOS9's ult has been so impactful in a lot of these rounds to find the open space, usher the spike to open space.
Got
ยิ่ง
absolutely
แพง
nothing
ยิ่ง
over
ช้า
as
นะ
if
เว้ย
you're
ทีมนะ
PaperX.
บอกเลยไม่ทุกทีมเลยทุกทีมเลยเพราะว่าแบบมันจะได้
Let's
อ่าน
divide
ข่าว
goes crazy or Envy does.
วอร์ดับปุ๊บไอ้ที่นี่ตายปั๊บเลย
Losing your opportunity on this door, and what a spray! Levin just able to find him. It feels like luck is just not on PaperX's side. One hell of a kill he found the operator and the hero of the previous round now out of the
93
picture.
หรือว่า94
PaperX
หรือว่า84
with that death start collecting their forces on the A side of the
ก็
map.
84ก็
KC go for the
ผม
pivot.
ว่าง่ายอยู่เพราะว่า2ดูเอลนะ2ดูเอลลิสง่ายอยู่ครับ
Times you just gotta
โอกาสเยอะกว่า2ตัวเอลอะ
Check everything. Check every angle. You know, again, the homework being done. Maybe assuming that a player had been tucked in there. Taken's here.
Trying to puff out his chest a bit.
Oh,
Nightball going to be leading him right to him, and the shots are not connecting. It's a bold attempt, but that ball's
ฉลาดนะแต่
completely
แต่
flat.
แบบมันเกือบอะมันเพอร์เฟกต์แล้วแต่มันเกือบอะ
Patience now to come in. Horn sent on the timing. And a lot of this pressure going to be shouldered by Envy. Alone on this site. Has the first player dead, but now B opened up. By quick on the scene. Sugetsu stays tucked away here at stairs. A kill going to be found, but Jing, he never looks back. He never checks that position. DPI is dead. Envy is gone. And the round, this half, is done.
Down at this Carmen road. They lay over and rolling pop.
Pass onto this map.
Harper. Because they're often impactful ones where it's because KC is already dominating so many of the other rounds that he hits those ones, and it's like,
ดาไวออกไปเลย
oh, now Paper X's economy is back in the dumpster. Like, it's just so impressive.
Sign trying to bait him in, be like, oh, it's just me by myself, playing outside of main.
Nobody here but
Nobody
us
abounds. Paper X not quite going to be falling into the trap, but this could still be a very fast scale in from behind. 3 players effectively on a flank at the moment. Quickly going to be getting their way in behind Paper X. Paper X needing to up the pace here, but they have no idea what's waiting for them. They don't have any trips. They don't have anything.
Exactly.
They're really alert for this one.
Any devised util.
ก็ปล่อยให้วาง
No wall. As he goes just for that sheriff. Hope we're giving over some space for now. Nava's going to be spotted. Paint shell going to be lobbed up, but something going to be caught. Trying to ride that rope, and Forsaken risking it all. Try to flush him out. Envy the one that pushed forward. The haunt going through. Drops back down. Jing slotting just at the bottom of drop. The spike will get planted. Player disadvantage for Paper X. Absolutely need this round. Flash spotting nothing from behind. They have to know these players are scaled forward, but Forsaken just jumped in the corners, able to find Sugetsu, finishing him off. Now repaces forward, finding Aves with that recovered bandit. And Paper X looking like there's still yet a bit of fight in them. Raid's position completely and utterly known. At this point wants to just try to get some damage and try to get some ult charge, and he will be able to find one. Looks for 2, gets it. Forsaken will be able to stop him in his tracks. 5 rounds though, still the lead for Carmine Corp.
เอาพวกตัวนะคนที่จะแบกทีม
This time
นี้
around,
ได้
Paper
มี
X able to win
ดา
some
ไว
of those
เจ
crucial
สันแล้วก็
micro
จริง
battles. That one right there.
ทีนี้ก็แบกได้ทุกคนนะแต่แบบคนที่แบบแบกได้แบบขาดๆไม่เพื่อนแบบเล่นได้ง่ายๆคือเจสันเว้ย
Still
ดาไวอะ
concerning there,
ก็
right?
แบกได้นะแต่แบบ
Does
เหมือนแบบ
not seem to
เขา
miss
ไม่ค่อยพูด
today.
นะแต่เจสันเนี่ยหูย
Still gets
ถ้า
a
ได้แบบ
little
ได้
bit
แบก
extra
แค่แบบยิงแบบ
value
ท็อปแฟก
there.
คลิกทีนึงเพื่อนมีกำลังใจเล่นเลยนะ
Edges
เชื่อผมดิ
that could cost Paper X this map, even if they start stringing rounds together, even if they go on a tear of their own. Harry was up on the box, but dropped down. Something was already checking it.
It's got the rendezvous to take him to the opposite side. If a paint shell or something to that effect would come his way, he would be safe, but instead we'll just swing out and cannot evacuate fast enough. Something just a little bit too fast on the draw. Finds him with that Marshall. Gets a little bit of damage here, and now the follow-up shot will take down Aves. No one pops. Levin sliding down a drop, swings forward, and Forsaken a little asleep at the wheel, but eventually is able to find that kill. There's DOS9 getting the headshot, getting the elimination. DPI will end up getting taken down the shorty. The barrel stuff there from Sugetsu. Finds another kill. He'll has to be pushed over to Forsaken, but this is already decent damage dealt, and now a Spectre recovered. Absolutely play this one out.
บีเชได้นะ
Marshall now gone. Spray and pray. So much damage found. I think one of those connecting onto Envy's head. He's down to 44. Paranoia going to be lobbed in, and Sugetsu absolutely destroys them!
That
Gets
is,
the defuse, gets the vandal, gets KC!
What the
Up to
fuck?
double digits!
that is absolutely unbelievable. He's done it again. He has done it again. Oh my. He is the demon
ทุกอย่าง
that
สวยหมด
haunts Paper X.
แต่พลาดตรงเดียว พลาดไปตายทีเขาเรียงตัว
That may be a plane ride back to South Korea, back to Pacific for Paper Rex.
It is a 4v5 thrifty conversion now, forcing the buy out of Paper Rex. This is the all-in. This decides the map right here, right now. In all likelihood, is Narrate. An outlaw in hand.
แต่แท้ตอนนี้ตกรอบเลยนะครับ เพราะว่าเขาแพ้มารอบหนึงแล้ว
And he absolutely has destroyed something again.
แพ้ครับดูก็รู้ จริงๆ มันโอกาสยากมากนะที่แบบ14อ่ะ
Just insane.
แต่ก็ไม่แน่
Absolutely insane. He is spectacular today.
อาจจะช
That's
นะก็
when
ได้
you're just feeling it. When you know that
เชื่อ
you
มั่นดี
can
วะ
just look up and you know where that landing spot is going to be. Here we go.
11 able to find one. Jing just strafing across with that judge, but Will falls on a raid, finds another. Divine, a kill back in reply, but it's a casual shot from DOS9 as Indy goes forward into the smoke to his death. Divine out. The last one standing. Caught by the seas. Decayed to 1. Little health he does have, will recover. 35 seconds, he's going to try to go on a pivot.
Does he have enough time here to go anywhere else?
At least just a cursory check around the back, but yeah, he is running out of time, and this would be one hell of a way to lose the round.
เซฟเหรอ
I mean, you got to start sprinting. He's got to be knife out.
Yeah.
Full send it from here.
ทันอยู่เอ
And
ทันอ
even
ยู่
then, it's going to be damn close.
สวยมาเอทันอยู่
Aves is matching him. Aves is going to have a shot at this, I think.
Jumps across the way, but yeah. He'll actually give him the alert, but he's trying to just stick this plant, and the time just is not there. No clutch to be found, no hope to be found. KC continuing to beat them back at every twist and turn.
Dominance, pure dominance. I mean, Envy just running through there, not even looking at the bottom of the smoke. I mean, it's like every idea that Paper Rex thinks they have about where KC is going to be, how they're going to be playing, they're wrong. Coming into this, stingers. I mean, Paper Rex is just throwing everything. They're investing whatever they can. It's 2 glass cannons for Devi and something. Narrate has the outlaw. Nobody except for Jing has the armor to withstand it.
The 2 of them have no armor at all.
Yeah.
Double Vandal, glass cannon. Low creep up. Pop flash on the corner, but the relay bolt and the prowler will hold them back. Levin, he is out for blood. He wants that kill. He's not going to be able to find it, but Sugetsu and DOS9 absolutely do. Divine Forsaken going to be taken down. It's just Aves caught up. Player advantage still there. One of the Vandals left on the floor. Narrate. Hold position. The tailwind passed. God. That's well and good for something. He's able to avoid it, finds a kill, but the rest of the team still needing to try to get past as Narrate is able to find the no-scope. Jing dead. Sugetsu arriving. Envy not going to be fast enough as Narrate.
แมตช์พอยต์ละ
Point.
They know how I felt watching Leviathan play Paper Rex,
เรียบร้อยตกรอบ
where they just knew what they wanted to do and how they wanted to do it. Paper Rex here.
โอ้มันห้าวเลยโอ้ใจมันมาแล้วใจมันมาเลยอ่ะใจมันมาเลย
He's
อ่ะ
not messing around with any of that. Trying to go back into B.
Forsaken to the spawn. Now he's going to be surrounded. Meanwhile, something dead on the B side. Forsaken desperately trying to find that kill, but Aves is able to hold his own. Just some damage onto the fade. A kill onto Levin, but 2 players now lost. Side primed for the plant, but Paper Rex aren't leaning into B. They're trying to get grouped together. Back over here at A.
Been given some breathing room. It seems like KC actually assumed maybe B actually was the play.
Being backpedaling, if he had held this angle with that judge, he might have been able to tear them asunder, but instead shifts his position, is going to try to play the top of rope. Exactly where he doesn't need to be. It's 1 kill away from having a showstopper. But from this position, I just don't know how he's going to be able to get it. KC playing this one patiently at the tap of the door, just keeping Devi's eyes trained in that position. The pit forward now to try to scale in. A flash out. The slot forward, swinging around closer and closer. It's DPI, the spray and pray will be able to find one. The paint shell going to be lobbed in, but Dawson is able to take down Jing. DPI able to find himself a third. Steel Garden immediately going to be invested. Spots him, kills him, a 4K clutch. PaperX. Oh, they hold on by a thread. I need 7 in a row just to take this into overtime.
Well, they get there, but will it matter? It would be an unreal comeback if they can do it. It looked like for a second there, DOS9 had ended the round, but able to avoid that pit. That was really creative by Sugetsu there. And again, PaperX just positional, I think, mistakes that could have cost them that round. Like you're talking about, Jing holds that. Well, I'm going to hold my thought.
Caterpillar jet smokes forward. Into the side goes Jing. No one to be spotted. He had no raid, still trying to hold the door. Has to make his exit with that rendezvous, and his Envy is able to greet DOS9. Finding that elimination. DPI swinging the corner. Ava's going to be taken down. It's a 2-player advantage now for PaperX as they pivot back across towards A. 11, however, here. Playing this quietly, looking to be their demise, to catch them off guard. But now his hand has been revealed. Avoids the flashes, but clean one tap. Shuts down Forsaken, but is not ready for Jing to counter, swinging to backside. The tour de force in hand. No reason for Narrate to not try to play this one out. Only widely available for the rest of the team as well. I'll try to make a go of this. Don't peek though, the spot out, the paint shell now to be let loose. Forces Jing out into the open though. Not wanting to stick around to drop, so Narrate is able to find the first of 4 necessary kills. The follow-up shot ends up going wide. Tries to scale forward, and he just can't quite make it happen. Envy and DPI get their targets, and PaperX get up to 6.
Well, okay. It's taking a lot of ultimates just to get to this point. Going to be able to get into the buy, but the ult economy look like. I mean, now they're getting a little bit sharp. You would imagine it's too little too late for PaperX. You would imagine.
It's best to not start believing quite just yet, but
no.
This will be enough to force a timeout out of KC.
I mean, you've got the overdrive here. You're 1 away from a nightfall. So for this round, I think there's, a couple players have enough to buy, so probably want to talk about a little bit. Most of the players do actually, how they want to run this. Maybe you save the overdrive for the next round if they do lose this one. DOS9 has his ult. You could talk about how you want to work that a little bit. It's going to be 1 away from Avez's nightfall, so maybe how you want to contain one of those orbs, make sure you get that into your hands.
แต่ถ้าอันนี้แพ้มันก็ตกรอบเหมือนกันนะครับแต่ว่ามันก็เห็นใจทั้งคู่เนาะ
Close this out comfortably. Get yourself situated to play NRG next. Found out Vitality was able to take that series.
It was going to be a difficult opponent no matter what. Certainly won't get easier from here, but looks like there is going to be a decently hefty investment from KC. They want to bring this to an end right here, right now. Operator, of course, in the hands of something. As Jing bounding forward to mound. Flash is going to be going through, but DOS9, his presence now going to be red, but not before he's able to claim 2. Judge from Levin intercepts DPI, immediately upgrades the weaponry.
GG ร้านนี้แหละ
In the blink of an eye, it's just the 2 players left. Levin jiggling on this corner, spotted out, will back away before the operator can get dialed in.
โอ้มันรู้ว่าได้เปรียบดึงช้าเลยแต่ถ้าเป็นเปอร์เบเล็กได้เปรียบเล่นจนต่อแพ้
That wall means
เนี่ยพูดจ
absolutely
ริงๆนะ
nothing. No alert system. Envy has to be the one to have his head on a swivel watching from behind, but if he loses out on this one, that's going to be the spike on the floor. And just something alone eventually is able to get it dialed in. The Seekers immediately going to be sent out. Scouting out both players' positions. That's going to have them rerouting, pivoting back over to C. Something needs to hit this shot. Gonna pull off the angle as well, expecting this rewrap. Tyler behind. Oh, it somehow manages to connect that. What a hit. Levin dead. Aves now the one to try to play this one through.
Find you.
Tossed into the back, but Envy propped up on top of the box will be able to find the kill, and PaperX continue to try to make a go of this. 5 more rounds.
So the next one, looking like an eco for Carmine Corp. Do have that overdrive there, though. It looked like this might have been the end of the round. I mean, DOS9 sitting in his own, sitting in the smoke there, just making life miserable. Some of the Paper X players, but they're able to barely battle through. Envy, 3K. Little bit of fire still in the PRX camp. Shot early from something.
DOS9 still scaling.
He's just going.
He is just fiercely walking at him. Paper X at the moment.
He's
got
got
no eyes on this whatsoever. The Bandit, he can get this one tap, and he will. Well, 2 tap. Still is able to find something at the end of it all. Player disadvantage. An operator just to be left stranded on the floor.
It's just that lack of respect that Paper X plays to that. Oh my goodness, Narrate.
This could just about be at the beginning of the end here. Forsaken will be able to find one. But the overdrive popped. Levin fishing for anything that he can get through that fast lane. Looks away around the corner. Jing, does he have any kind of read? That Sugetsu is laying here behind that box. Here's the Neon, take the rope. It's just gonna stay statuesque in this position. Try to intercept these flanks, but no. He's starting to scale forward, and that's gonna be his undoing as Jing, no, turns back. Eats some damage, but still is able to find the kill. That might just be enough for Paper X to still deny this Thrifty. Deny the end of this series to Carmine Corp. And be going for the plant on the corner. This is not being watched for. He has the headshot in time and starting to bleed dry. The drop down heard. Forsaken. Able to find that elimination, but has to get this spike planted. Paranoia gonna be sent through. DOS9. And now Levin on the approach here from the back. Comes away with it, and Jing has to do it all, and he cannot! Levin dead from the paint shell, but still a player alive. The defuse will be there, and Carmine Corp will come out on top. 2-1 in the series. They send Paper X home.
The dream lives on here in Paris, France for Carmine Corp.
มีทีมหนึ่งที่ตกรอบกับ
What
มีทีมหนึ่ง
a
ที่ได้ไปต่อ
stunning
ครับ
series.
สายล่าง
Losing their map pick of Sunset and then coming back onto historically great maps for Paper X EWC 20. We hope so.
Hometown squad. It is Carmine Corp.
จริงๆครับพูดเกมจริงๆพูดเกมมากถือว่าก็ได้ไปเรียนรู้หลายๆอย่างนะผมว่านะก็คำท้ายๆผมก็ไม่มีอะไรหรอกก็ถือว่าเอาคำที่แบบเรียกว่าอะไรว่าแบบที่พลาดหรืออะไรเงี้ยไปเรียนรู้เว้ยเพราะว่าสุดท้ายแล้วมันเป็นเกมยิงปืนแต่มันก็ไม่จำเป็นต้องแบบยิงเอามันอ่ะมันก็ต้องแบบนิดนึงนะครับผมแล้วก็ผมไม่ได้ติดโทรมอะไรเยอะหรอกแต่ก็ประมาณนี้แล้วกันนะครับไปละเจอกันนะครับแต่สนุกมากนะสนุกมาก